Neon lights pour down on the towering skyscrapers like a rainstorm. And the future city Xinglan City never sleeps. The advertising holographic projection suspended in the air shines with bright light. A virtual Queen Huanyu is dancing in the air with perfect posture. Her voice is like a silver bell passing through the streets and hitting the heart of every passerby. Passers-by wore AR glasses and swayed to the rhythm obsessively. Some even knelt down and screamed, "Huanyu, marry me." On the street giant screen, a countdown was going on. The virtual idol newcomer trial will start in 48 hours. Who will become the next queen? Lin Yuyan lowered her head and hurriedly squeezed through the crowd, holding her old school bag tightly in her hand. She is a senior in high school, as introverted as a snail hiding in its shell. Her only pleasure every day is to hide in the corner and listen to the old songs of those virtual idols. The classmates all laughed at her. "Yuyan, what kind of ancient songs are you listening to on those broken headphones? Who still chases real singers nowadays? Virtual idols are king." Thinking of the scene in the cafeteria at noon, her heart twisted into a ball. "Hey Lin Yuyan, are you in a daze again? Do you still want to be a virtual idol controller? Ha ha ha, you are such a nerd, you can't even speak on stage and you still control the idol." Xiao Wei, the squad leader, laughed with her arms akimbo, and the girls around her echoed with eyes full of contempt. The boys even booed. She? Controlling the idol? I'm afraid it's not the idol controlling her. Hiding in the library every day dreaming of becoming a queen? Wake up, this is Xinglan City. Civilians with no money and no skills will always be ants in the audience. Yuyan bit her lips, pretended not to hear, and ran away with the dinner plate. The inner monologue came like a flood. Why? Why is everyone chasing those holographic projections? They are so perfect and they sing so beautifully. How could it be possible for someone like me who doesn't even have friends? It's not like she hasn't tried downloading free virtual idol apps, but those cheap templates always lag and their voices are out of tune, as if they are mocking her incompetence. On her way home, she always avoided the concert plazas, which were crowded with fans waving light sticks and screaming so loudly that it left her breathless. School ended very late today. The setting sun was blocked by tall buildings and the sky was gray. She took a shortcut into a remote alley. This was the old city. Abandoned mechanical parts were scattered all over the place. Occasionally, drones buzzed over recycling garbage. The sound of footsteps echoed on the wet ground. Suddenly, she tripped on something and stumbled. Pain came from her knees. She rubbed her eyes and climbed up. Her eyes fell on an old music box. The music box was small and exquisite, with strange mechanical patterns engraved on its surface, like a lost cultural relic. The air around it seemed to be distorted, and it was faintly emitting blue fluorescent light. Yuyan was stunned, her heart beating rapidly. What is this? So beautiful, I have never seen such a design. She picked it up carefully. The box was cold to the bone, but it warmed her fingers inexplicably. Curiosity overcoming timidity, she gently pressed the top gear. Buzz dash, there was a low sound, and the music box popped open. A dazzling light burst out from it and went straight to the center of her right hand. Yuyan screamed and tried to throw it away, but it was too late. The palm of my hand was as hot as fire, and a translucent mechanical part appeared under the skin, the sound core. It pulses like a living thing, silver metal lines intertwined into the shape of a heart, surrounded by musical note runes, emitting a subtle hum. Ah, what the hell is this? Yuyan squatted down in panic, staring at the palms of her hands with trembling hands. The sound core rotates slowly, projecting a holographic blueprint. Countless mechanical parts are floating in the air, waiting to be assembled like a puzzle. Intuitive knowledge poured into her mind. Assemble me. To create your idol. She rubbed her eyes, thinking she was dreaming, but the pain was so real, and the neon lights in the surrounding alleys reflected on the sound core, flickering. No, this is too weird. If my classmates find out, they will laugh at me as crazy. But I really want to try it. Those virtual idols are all created by big companies using billions of devices. What about me? Just this broken box? Struggled internally, she recalled the ridicule in the class, tears welling up in her eyes. She was overwhelmed by the feeling of despair. She was just an unknown high school student, and her family was too poor to even afford high-end AR glasses. How could she control an idol? But the pulsation of the sound core seemed to be calling, and the warmth spread throughout her body, making her unable to resist. Taking a deep breath, Yuyan closed her eyes and intuitively operated according to the blueprint. A tentacle-like metal wire stretched out from the sound core of her right hand, and the components in the air appeared one by one. The crystal vocal chip, the flashing rhythm core, the soft light and shadow shell. Her fingers were flying like a natural mechanic, and the components clicked together. Sweat dripped down his forehead, and the wind blowing from the alley, mixed with the low rhythm of the concert in the distance, made the scene even more eerie. Click! The last piece of soul circuit was embedded, and the blueprint exploded into a rain of light. A gorgeous holographic figure rose from the music box and slowly took shape. The cute virtual girl, Liyin. She has long silver hair flowing like a waterfall, aqua blue eyes twinkling like stars, wearing a gothic Lolita dress that combines machinery and lace. Wings of light spread out behind her, and clouds of music notes on her feet. Liyin opened her eyes and a sweet voice sounded. Master Liyin is reporting for duty. The contract has been completed, and we are connected by heart. Yuyan's eyes widened. She took a few steps back and bumped into the wall. Is this true? She is so beautiful. Cuter than Huanyu. But I created it?
Impossible.
She rubbed her eyes, but Liyin flew in front of her alive and gently poked her cheek. The holographic fingers were as soft as touch. Master, the palm of your hand is my core. The music box is a relic of a lost civilization that can infinitely upgrade virtual idols. By integrating music and technology, we can shine on the stage, but if you want to participate in the newcomer trial, you must find an agent to guide you otherwise. Liyin can only sing children's songs to you at home. Liyin blinked, pouted proudly, twirled her hands behind her back, and her skirt flew up, projecting a rainbow halo. The alley instantly turned into a dream stage, and the walls reflected her figure, like a private concert. Yuyan's heart was beating wildly, and despair was instantly replaced by shock. She is talking, and the voice is so healing. She tried. Can you sing? Prove it. Liyin chuckled, flapped his light wings, and the alley in the sky turned into a starry sky dome. She took a deep breath and her voice poured out like the sound of nature. In the endless virtual sea, the melody of Liyin will awaken the sleeping soul. When the song started, the sound waves spread like a solid body, and the surrounding discarded parts actually trembled with the rhythm. When the homeless uncle at the end of the alley heard this, he opened his eyes suddenly and opened his mouth in an O shape. This singing. It's purer than the Queen of Heaven. Little girl, where did you get the idol? He stood up tremblingly, his eyes widened like bells and murmured, Impossible, how can a newcomer have such a level? A passing drone scanned it, the red light flashed wildly, and an alarm was issued. Unknown holographic signal detected. Purity 99.9%. Surpassing commercially available templates. Yuyan was startled, but Liyin sang more passionately, and the lyrics hit her heart. Rising from the darkness, the note that reverses fate. Yuyan burst into tears, and her inner monologue broke out. It's amazing. Those who laugh at me, what will they think if they see this scene? How wide will their eyes get? After Liyin finished singing, she landed lightly and put her hands on her hips and said, How are you, master? Shocking, but this is just the entry level. After upgrading, you can fight against top controllers like Shen Mo. The newcomer trial is the starting point. You have to find an agent quickly. A passionate sect like Chu Tian is the most suitable. Yuyan was still in a daze, wiping her tears. But I'm only a high school student. How can I participate in the competition? Everyone will laugh to death. Before she finished speaking, her phone vibrated. The screen lit up and a mysterious message popped up. The newcomer trial is about to begin. Lin Yuyan, are you ready? Music box holders, welcome to center stage. Unknown sender. Her fingers froze and Liyin came closer, her aqua blue eyes flashing with excitement. Wow, the invitation is here. Master, are we going to counterattack? Footsteps suddenly came from the alley, and a young man wearing sunglasses flashed up, muttering to himself. The signal from the music box. I finally found it. The footsteps at the entrance of the alley were getting closer and closer, and the figure of the young man wearing sunglasses elongated in the neon light, like a hunting beast. Yuyan's heart almost jumped out of her throat, and the sound core of her right hand was pulsing violently. Liyin noticed something was wrong and smiled. Her figure instantly turned into a point of light and got back into the music box. Master, get out first, don't let the bad guys take me away. The music box closed with a snap, and the blue light disappeared. Yuyan stuffed it into her school bag, turned around and ran away. Hey! Wait, that signal is you! The young man shouted, taking off his sunglasses, revealing a pair of eyes burning with blood, but his steps were caught by the abandoned parts in the alley, and he cursed, "Damn, let her escape again, music box holder, you must not miss it." Yuyan rushed out of the old city without looking back. The night wind howled across her face, and Liyin's singing and the mysterious invitation echoed in her mind. Newcomer trial? Am I really ready? If those people who laugh at me know that I have Liyin, will they be frightened? No, go home first. Can't get caught. Panting, she ran to the door of her house. This was an old apartment building on the edge of Xinglan City. The elevator was always out of order. She climbed up to the 5th floor and opened the door. There was only a note left by her mother. Dinner is in the refrigerator, heat it up and eat. Mom goes to work. The walls of the empty living room were covered with old posters. Those ancient real singers have now been replaced by virtual idols. Her master is so embarrassed it's like a little rabbit being chased by a big bad wolf. Liyin reprojected, floating in the air with her hands on her hips, her silver hair swaying slightly, and the hem of her gothic skirt swaying in the dim light. She blinked her big aqua eyes and leaned closer to Yuyan's face. That guy wearing sunglasses must be after the music box, but Liyin only recognizes one master. Come on, let's practice. The newbie trial will start in 48 hours, and we have to synchronize it perfectly. Yuyan wiped away her sweat, and her inner monologue surged. Practice. How to practice? I even avoided the school talent show, and now I want to control my idol on stage? If Xiaowei and others in the class knew about it, they would definitely laugh at my wishful thinking. Lin Yuyan, the idol you formed with your broken music box will probably crash, right? Haha. Go home and listen to children's songs. Despair was like a dark cloud. She bit her lip and lowered her head. The sound core in her palms was slightly hot, as if she was laughing at her timidity. When Liyin saw this, she pouted and said arrogantly, master, if you hesitate any longer, Liyin will sing an off-key song for you. Get up and follow me. The neighbor's wall was thin, and when the ant next door heard the noise, she knocked on the wall and shouted, Xiao Yuyan, what kind of broken toys are you playing with again? Howling and howling in the middle of the night is so scary. If you have the ability, sign up for the competition. You stay at home. You will always be a loser. Yuyan blushed to the bottom of her ears, stopped moving, squatted down and hugged her knees. Yes, I am a loser. Liyin is so perfect, but I can't synchronize. How can I get on stage? The newbie trial is live broadcast around the world, with hundreds of millions of eyes watching. If I make a fool of myself, the whole Xinglan city will laugh at me. Tears fell to the ground and the sound core dimmed. Liyin retracted his light wings and whispered, Master, don't cry, Liyin believes in you. Helpless, Yuyan stood up. The living room was small and cramped, so she clumsily imitated Liyin's movements. Liyin activated the teaching mode, and the holographic blueprint appeared. Voice synchronization rate 0%. Movement matching 0%. Master, your gestures should be soft, like stroking a cloud of musical notes. Yuyan took a deep breath, stretched out the metal wire from the sound core of her right hand, and connected it to Liyin's core. She tried to wave her hand and Liyin followed her, but her voice suddenly went out of tune. Starry sky-o! Liyin even covered her face in embarrassment. Master, your hands are shaking. It's like you're dancing the cha-cha. At the peak of despair, Liyin rolled her eyes and smiled darkly. Hey, try the cross-dressing mode. This can stimulate the master's talent. The light wings behind her unfolded, and with a click, mechanical parts poured out from the sound core. The silver gears rotated. The skirt extended into flowing wings. A musical note crown appeared above her head, and the holographic body became more three-dimensional and smooth to the touch. Look! Introductory upgrade. Mechanical wings for transformation. Master, follow your feelings and inject your emotions into it. Yuyan was stunned and her heart was shocked. Emotion? Injection? She recalled the ridicule in the class, the brilliance of the queen on the street, and her own gloomy daily life. Her tears turned into strength, and her gestures suddenly became smooth. The sound core erupted with blue light, and the synchronization rate soared. The vocal line matches 45%, 78%, 99%. Liyin cheered. Yeah, the master is awesome. Now sing the newcomer song Reverse Sound Shining. The living room instantly turned into a virtual small stage. The floor became a star sea dome, and the wall projection auditorium. Yuyan closed her eyes, her voice was injected through the sound core, and the sound of glass danced. Breaking out of the darkness, the contract of the music box shines boundlessly. The note that reverses the fate, pierces the false crown of the queen. The singing voice is like a solid sound wave, impacting the wall. Isolating ant-bys knocking on the wall suddenly stopped, and was replaced by rustling outside the door. This sound? Xiao Yuyan's house? Impossible. Ant-by listened to the door, her eyes widened and she murmured, Purer than Huan Yu. How did she do it? Liyin's wings flapped, and the disguise shone brightly. The mechanical parts flew like living butterflies. Yuyan's movements were perfectly synchronized. She felt that her soul was connected, like an extension of Liyin. The inner monologue broke out. So, I can do it. Those ridicules were all a slap in the face. During the practice, Liyin secretly started a hidden live broadcast. The music box automatically connected to the internet, and the signal was sent to the virtual idol forum as an anonymous newcomer. The number of views pops up on the screen. 10, 100, 500. The forum exploded. Who is this newcomer? The purity is 99.9%. The gothic Lolita disguise is so cute. The voice is flawless, and the talent of the operator is off the charts. Is it fake? This is the level of a small stage audition. Definitely an undercover agent for a big company. Wait, this signal comes from the slums of the old city? Civilian counterattack. Eyes widened, brothers flooded the screen. Fans left messages like, heartfelt eyes, rain of gifts. Virtual fireworks exploded in the living room projection. Yuyan was startled. Liyin disappeared from the music box, and she opened the door tremblingly. Standing outside the door was the young man wearing sunglasses, Chu Tian. He took off his glasses, sweating profusely, and his eyes were burning like fire. It's you! The signal in the alley, the pure newcomer in the forum live broadcast. Little girl in the palm of your hand. The sound core. The lost music box contract. Oh my God. I have been chasing for 3 years and finally found it. He pushed the door open and entered. The holographic afterglow still remained in the living room. Chu Tian's eyes widened and his voice trembled. This trace of cross-dressing. You are a high school student, and you are 99% synchronized with your self-study? The surrounding air is still vibrating, and the sound wave is materialized. Those newcomers from big companies can't reach it after half a year of practice. You are a genius. Yuyan didn't know it and was still practicing. Liyin blinked. Master, we are popular. Suddenly the doorbell rang. Dong dong dong. Lin Yuyan. Open the door. I am Chu Tian, the passionate producer. I saw your live broadcast. The music box signal was tracked here. Open the door quickly. The opportunity is here. Yuyan retreated to the corner and her introverted nature kicked in. You? Who are you? Why are you following me? Chu Tian laughed, his blood boiling, and he took out professional equipment from his backpack. AR control bracelet, holographic stabilizer, and virtual stage simulator. I'm Chu Tian, an independent agent. I specialize in digging for dark horse newcomers. Your Liyin has unlimited potential. Come on, put on the bracelet and I'll teach you how to operate it. It's not a child's play like a free app. It's a top-notch virtual stage synchronization. She suppresses her desire first and then comes back. Yuyan hesitated. But I don't know how. My hands are sore from practicing just now. What if I fail? Chu Tian patted his chest. Failed? What a joke. Your talent makes my eyes go straight. Look, the forum is already 500 fans. The ant next door is eavesdropping outside the door. Her face is livid. She called you a loser just now, and now she can't close her mouth. Sure enough, the ant outside the door muttered. Xiaoyan, hiding the boss? I'm wrong. Chu Tian set up the equipment, and the living room expanded into a complete virtual stage. Xinglan giant screen background, and real fan avatars projected in the auditorium. He put on the bracelet to demonstrate. Inject emotion into the movements, and fine-tune the voice with the sound core. Come join forces. Liyin, come out. The music box popped open, Liyin reappeared, and when he saw Chu Tian, he arrogantly asked with his hands on his hips. Are you an agent? Humph, are you qualified? Chu Tian's eyes glowed. Pass plus 100 points. This touch and cross-dressing are so awesome. The two teamed up for the first time. Liyin put on the bracelet and Chu Tian guided. Turn left to inject rhythm. And the sound core of the right hand exploded to climax. Liyin's wings were fully opened, and the mechanical wings poured out like the Milky Way. The new singer sang again. The contract shines, counterattack on the Queen's Road. Liyin's melody tearing apart the void. Fake curtain, the stage shook, and the number of live broadcast viewers exceeded 1,000. Fans screamed. The controller is amazing. There is zero delay in synchronization, and the wings are visually explosive. Common high school students? Eyes widened. This is the starting point of the legend. Has Shen Mo's team noticed? The newcomers are coming out. Chu Tian shouted while guiding him. Perfect. Yuyan, your introversion is a weapon, your emotions are pure. Unlike those slick old birds. Yuyan gradually became better and her heart changed. It turns out, I am not an ant. Being on stage is not a dream. Xiaowei and the others wait and see. At the end of the practice, Liyin bowed and fans piled up gifts. Chu Tian wiped his sweat and said excitedly, sign up for the preliminaries. Within 48 hours I will guarantee the resources. Liyin can go straight to the finals. The buzz of the drone outside the alley was like a ghostly whisper, gradually fading away. Chu Tian frowned and closed the curtains, turned around and made a silent gesture to Yuyan. Don't worry about Shen Mo's spies. Within 48 hours we will go straight to the pre-selection. Yuyan, believe me, this is your stage. Yuyan nodded, her heartbeat was like a drum, and the sound core of her right hand was faintly hot, as if foretelling a storm. She looked at the remaining star-C projection in the living room, and her inner monologue surged. The qualifiers are broadcast live around the world, with hundreds of millions of eyes watching. I am a marginal high school student. Can Liyin really do it? What if the synchronization fails and the whole network laughs at me for talking nonsense? Xiaowei and the others must have flooded the school group chat. Lin Yuyan, that otaku girl dares to sign up? Go home and play with the music box. Liyin popped out of the music box, patted Yuyan's shoulder with her small hand, and pouted proudly. Master, don't be a coward. Who is Shen Mo? Liyin's wings in disguise can blow away his hackers with one wave. Come on, practice the climax sequence again before going to bed. Chu Tian set up the stabilizer, and the three of them sprinted overnight. The living room turned into a battlefield. The mechanical wings of Liyin swept across, and the sound waves hit the wall and buzzed. The ant outside the door stayed up all night and murmured against the door. This little girl. She was crying last night, but today she is singing so loudly. My teacup is broken. She wants to be angry. Her voice trembled and the neighbors were already excited. Did you hear that? The loser on the 5th floor counterattacked? Her voice is as pure as a lost artifact. Just as he was talking, Chu Tian's phone vibrated and information popped up. His face darkened and he murmured, no, Shen Mo's team has locked the target of newcomers. In the preliminaries, he sent hackers to interfere with the signal, and the conflict is about to break out. Liyin's eyes flashed, and she held Yuyan's hand tightly. Master, are you ready to slap me in the face? Yuyan took a deep breath and nodded firmly for the first time, but there was a faint drone of drones outside the alley. In the registration area, Yuyan scanned the code with trembling fingers, and the screen popped up. Lin Yuyan and Liyin, a new group. Synchronization rate verification. 99%. The staff's eyes widened and coffee spilled all over the floor. Oh my god, is this data fake? At most 85% of the new people in a large company are independent households. The new operators around them laughed at each other, and a fat boy with dyed blue hair put his hands on his hips. Little sister, go home. My thunder beast can short-circuit your idol with just one strike. The preliminaries are elimination rounds. If you lose, you will never be able to raise your head. His thunder beast projection roared. Arcing around, tens of thousands of people were already in the audience, and the screen was flooded with blue-haired invincible. Commoner girl, get out. At dawn, Chu Tian packed up his equipment and dragged Yuyan to the Xinglan Center Arena, the holy place for the virtual idol competition. The towering holographic dome opened like a giant beast's mouth, and neon beams pierced the sky. Fans surged around like a tsunami, holding AR glasses and screaming. Newcomer pre-selection. Who is the dark horse? Will Shen Mo win the show? Yuyan lowered her head and followed Chu Tian with her school bag. Holding the music box tightly in the crowd, someone recognized her forum ID and whispered, "Wait a minute. Isn't that the anonymous common newcomer? The high school girl from Slum Signal? Haha, come and die. Look at her dirtiness. I'm afraid the idol is not a fake." Yuyan's face turned pale and she retreated to the corner, her voice burning like fire. "It's over. Their idol is so gorgeous. Liyin is just an intra-level person. If it fails, Chu Tian's resources will be wasted and I will become a laughingstock."
Liyin, I'm sorry.
Liyin transmitted the sound in the music box and chuckled darkly. The master is scared again? Waiting to watch the show, Chu Tian was enthusiastic and patted her on the back. "Don't listen to them. Your emotional investment is 10 times that of theirs. Come on stage and prove everything." When the pre-selection starts, a giant holographic stage rises in the center of the arena, 100 meters in diameter, surrounding the auditorium like a star ring. The host's holographic projection shouted, "First round, newcomers showdown. Blue-haired Thunder Beast versus commoner Liyin. Global live broadcast. Sponsors are watching." The blue-haired boy jumped on the console, and the Thunder Beast roared on the stage. A muscular beast with electric snakes dancing around it, and started to sing a rock and roll. Thunder roars crushing all weaklings. The sound wave turned into electric shock. The edge of the stage was scorched, the audience screamed and the barrage said, "Blue fur wins for sure." Is the commoner girl scared to pee? Yuyan took a deep breath, stepped onto the console, stretched out the metal wire from the sound core of her right hand, and connected it to the bracelet. Chu Tian whispered, "Remember, if you want to be strong, you should suppress it first, endure it first, then explode." Liyin popped up, the hem of gothic skirt fluttered slightly, and the mechanical wings were half folded. At first glance it seemed weak. Lan Mao laughed loudly. "Haha, this lowly? One punch will kill you. Audience, get ready to see the joke." The whole audience roared with laughter. Yuyan bit her lip, feeling despair in her heart. "Liyin, hold on." Liyin blinked and her voice started synchronized. Reverse sound shining slowly sounded. "Break out of the darkness, the contract of the music box." At first weak, the blue-haired beast rushed towards her, grabbing her with its electric claws, and the stage shook. Liyin dodged, her wings fluttered slightly. Her singing was drowned out by the electrical noise. Her synchronization rate dropped to 70%, and the audience booed. "Trash. Eliminated." The blue-haired beast's claws hit the ground, cracks spread. Yuyan's feet were unsteady, and the bracelet alarm flashed red. At the peak of despair, the sound core of Yuyan's right hand suddenly exploded with heat. Buzz. Mechanical parts poured out, and new modules emerged. Sound effect upgrade chips. The metal wire is wrapped like a living snake, injecting emotion. All the ridicule and gloomy daily life are turned into fuel. The synchronization rate surged. 99%. 110% overload. Liyin's water eyes lit up. The mechanical wings were fully opened. The flowing wings exploded like a galaxy, and the note crown rotated, accelerating. Shine boundlessly. The note that reverses fate. The climax is coming. Liyin burst out in a high pitch, and the sound wave materialized into a blue sound blade. Hiss! It stabbed the Thunder Beast, the arc collapsed, the beast's chest was pierced, and the projection distorted and collapsed. The blue-haired boy's eyes widened, and the control bracelet smoked. "Impossible! My electric defense is at full level. How can your sound blade cut through entities?" He staggered back, hitting his knees on the ground, and his voice trembled. This newcomer, the sound effect module has been upgraded. Are you blind?" The audience was silent for a second, and then a tsunami of cheers erupted. The projected avatars in the auditorium were crazy and thought-provoking, and there was an avalanche of barrage. Civilians counterattack. The sound blade's vision explodes, and the high pitch pierces the clouds. Lan Mao is on his knees. The purity of Liyin is S-level, and it is controlled by the boss Shenin. Sponsors wake up and throw money. The staff members open their mouths in an O shape and drop their mobile phones. Overloaded synchronization? Lost music box level. We have witnessed a legend. Chu Tian punched the air with tears in his eyes. Yuyan, you did it. Are the faces of those who are laughing at you swollen? Liyin landed on the ground and turned around proudly. Humph, weak chicken beast, go home and recharge. Yuyan gasped, her heart filled with joy. So, I can crush them. Xiaowei, wait for me to be on the hot search. But the climax is not over yet. The giant screen flickered, and Shen Mo's top idol Shadow Girl invaded the projection. Shadow Girl is in a cool black dress, with shadow tentacles wrapped around her, and her voice is like a poisonous snake. Newcomer? Just an ant. Lord Shen Mo declares. Pre-select my hunting ground, Liyin, get out of the stage. The tentacles whipped, the stage darkened, Liyin's light wings dimmed, and hacker interference signals were everywhere. The whole audience gasped. Shen Mo is on the scene. The newcomer is finished. The hacker has locked down. Shadow Princess is S++ level. How can civilians resist? Yuyan's sound core heated up again and Chu Tian shouted, counterattack. Improvisational mode. Liyin smiled sinisterly, her wings vibrated, mechanical parts rotated at high speed, and the sound effect module merged with the rap rhythm. Shadow Princess? Masked Queen, the coward hiding in the dark. The music box contract really shines. Your hacker is just a trick, Liyin counterattack. Crush your false crown. Rap is like a machine gun. The sound blade turns into a rain of arrows, and the tentacles are shattered. Ingji's projection was distorted. Shen Mo's face turned livid at the remote console, and his assistant trembled. Boss? Her improvised adaptive hacker? No loss of synchronization. The scene was filled with thunderous cheers. Fans stood up, and their AR glasses screamed simultaneously. Liyin rap god. Slapping Ji in the face, the commoner queen is born. Shen Mo is dumb. His eyes are round, this newcomer is invincible. Sponsorships exploded again, and the number of views exceeded 1 million. Ingji exited the stage and the giant screen showed. Liyin has a small victory, won the first battle, and advances to the next round. Chu Tian picked up Yuyan and spun around. Genius! We are famous. Outside the lounge door, the drone's red light was like a wolf's pupils, quietly sweeping through the cracks in the door, and its buzzing sound was as low as a heart being squeezed. Chu Tian suddenly closed the thick curtain. His face was livid, and the private message on his mobile phone was still flashing on the screen. Shen Mo's cold declaration, he growled. Damn, this guy's hand is so long. Yuyan, don't panic yet, we have backup plans. Yuyan curled up on the sofa, the sound core of her right hand pulsing like hot iron, and her heart was in turmoil. The secret of the music box. How does he know? Just a small victory in the preliminaries. Will it be the end in the next round? Liyin's wings are not yet stable. If the hackers come again, we will all be destroyed. Xiaowei and the others laughed loudly in the school. Hot search dark horse? It was just luck. As soon as Shen Mo took action, the otaku girl was wiped out in ashes. In the restroom after the game, Yuyan was sitting paralyzed, with Liyin's projection on her shoulders coquettishly. The master is so handsome, I'll beat Shen Mo in the next round. Chu Tian checked the equipment and was excitedly checking the sponsorship list. Suddenly, a private message popped up on his mobile phone. The sender was Shen Mo. The cold text flashed. I know the secret of the music box very clearly. The pre-selection ends and your end begins. Yuyan's heart tightened, her sound core pulse accelerated, and outside the lounge door, the red light of the drone reappeared. Yuyan blinked, her voice slightly cool. Zhang, Chen, is it reliable? We have just become popular. We have over 10,000 fans and sponsorships are coming. Before she could finish her words, the drone outside the door hit the door with a bang, and the alarm shrilled. Chu Tian grabbed the stabilizer, and the three of them projected the stealth mode and slipped out of the back door. Outside the arena, there are tall neon towers and floating lanes running like rivers of light. Fans in the crowd are still screaming. Liyin, Queen of the Sound Blade. Civilians counterattack, Photos of blue-haired faces with swollen faces are trending. Passers-by's AR glasses scanned, and a barrage projection appeared. Dark Horse Liyin, the next round of tormenting Yingji. A fangirl jumped into the air, trembling with excitement. That figure just now. Is Yuyan? A local girl turned into a goddess. I'm a fan. Liyin projected on her shoulder, poked her cheek with his small hand, and hummed proudly. Master, don't shake. Shen Mo's Yingji only has some hacking skills. Liyin's soundblade was shattered with one swing. But the synchronization rate has just overloaded and it's a bit stuck. Huh, who made you too excited? The emotional fuel is burning too much. Chu Tian nodding, wiping her tears, her blood surged. Yes, this is the time. Yuyan, let me introduce you to a ruthless character, Jiang Chan, a genius engineer and underground black market mechanical master. He owes me a favor and specializes in lost things like music boxes. Let's move our position and go to his private laboratory. They got into Chu Tian's modified floating vehicle, and the engine roared as they rushed towards the underground experimental area on the edge of the city, the shadow side of the high-tech future city. Foggy mechanical streets, neon signs flashing hackers' paradise, and relic auction. Unmanned vending machines spitting out energy drinks, roadside hackers wearing VR masks and muttering to themselves. The car stopped in front of a camouflage wall. Chu Tian typed in the code, and the three of them fell into the elevator, reaching a depth of 100 meters. The laboratory exploded before our eyes. Holographic blueprints rotated like galaxies, mechanical arms danced like octopuses, ancient runes were projected on the walls, and the air was filled with the smell of metal and plasma. Jiang Chan pushed the door open and walked out. His tall and thin figure was wrapped in a white robe. His sunglasses reflected the cold light. He was spinning a quantum screwdriver in his hand. His young face had a cynical and sinister smile on his face. Chu Tian, you hot-blooded dog, finally begged me? The newbie pre-selected the Dark Horse Liyin? Ha, the forum is blowing up, I'll brush it up. He glanced at Yuyan, his eyes as sharp as a scanner gun. Music box holder? The sound core in the right hand is overloaded by 110%. Interesting. Come on, let me have a look. Yuyan hesitantly handed over the music box and said in her heart, this guy is so scary. Like an anatomy. What if he takes away Liyin? But Chu Tian believes in him, maybe he is the savior. Jiang Chan put on his gloves, raised the experimental table, and placed the music box into the scanning cabin. The blue light swept across, and the DD instrument buzzed wildly. He raised his eyebrows. The standard lost relic, the contract mark is perfectly integrated. But the hidden parts. The light wing module is compressed deep in the sound core. The holographic projection exploded. A pair of shining wing blueprints rotated, and the details were woven like stardust. Chu Tian hit the table with his fist. I knew it. Jiang Chan, upgrade it. Jiang Chan smiled sinisterly. Don't worry, suppress your desires first. The energy of this thing is unstable, and strong fusion will explode your hands. Yuyan, your creativity is the key. Inject the emotional blueprint. The upgrading process was full of excitement. At first, the light wings were deployed, the Liyin projection trembled, the synchronization was delayed by 0.5 seconds, and the wings were stuck in midair. Liyin pouted. Oh, it's stuck. Master, your blueprint is too abstract, and your wings look like a drunkard's. Jiang Chan frowned. Latency problem. Residual interference from hackers. Chu Tian, your stabilizer is too low-end. Chu Tian retorted passionately. It's low-end. Yuyan. Double the emotional injection. Yuyan gritted her teeth and the team's daily complaints began. Liyin arrogantly flew at Jiang Chan. A shady engineer, if we can't fix it, your salary will be deducted. Jiang Chan pushed up his glasses and complained in reply. Lowly idol, don't bump into my quantum arm, or you will become a roasted wing. Chu Tian laughed. Haha, perfect team chemistry. Yuyan, remember my strategy. Simulate delay first during training, and hold back the explosion. Yuyan took a deep breath and pressed the music box with her right hand. The sound core heated up and the metal wires gushed out like a living vein. The lights in the laboratory were dim. She closed her eyes and recalled the pre-selected taunts. Lan Mao's electric claws, Yingji's tentacles, Shen Mo's private messages, all chemical fuel. Buzz! The light wing parts popped out, the silver-white feathers unfolded, Jiang Chen's robotic arm was accurately welded, and Chu Tian whispered the strategy. The dance module is embedded here, and the lighting special effects bind the rhythm. Liyin transforms into an all-round idol. Yuyan's heart surged. Creation. It turns out I am directing. Liyin shine. Solved an easy interaction. Yuyan adjusts her bracelet, her creativity explodes, and she redraws the blueprint. The wings blend into the dance trajectory, and the lights explode like a pulsar. Jiang Chen nodded. Genius. Your intuition is better than AI. With a click, the light wings were all unlocked. Glass sound pops up and a new module shines. The gothic skirt extends into a streamer skirt. The mechanical wings turn into light wings. The toes point to the ground. The dance module starts, and the lighting effects are like a galaxy vortex surrounding it. She circled and tried to jump. The synchronization rate was locked at 120%, and the delay returned to 0. On the laboratory-style private stage, the holographic dome rose, and Liyin jumped into the center. Yuyan controlled it synchronously, and the silk thread of the light wing in her right hand extended like a baton. The new song sounded. Awakening from the music box, the wings of light spread out the wings of the contract. Dark Shen Mo, kneel down and worship my dance steps. It was soft at first. The lights slowed down, and then the climax exploded. The light wings vibrated and the dance module flew wildly. The toes spun like a tornado, the musical notes turned into light and arrows rained down, and the fan seats with projections on the edge of the stage rushed out crazily. Jiang Chen simulated a global live broadcast. Wow! The light wing dance is a visual masterpiece. 120% synchronization? Engineering miracle. The light penetrates the heart. Liyin evolves, the dark horse flies into the sky. There is an avalanche of virtual barrages, and the number of fans surges from 10,000 to 100,000. Jiang Chen checked the data and trembled. The simulation has exceeded 10 million. Sponsorship warning. The 3 major companies are going crazy. This dance step can crush an S-class idol. The team cheered. Jiang Chen took a step back with his eyes widened and his voice trembled slightly. Is this light wing adaptive? A relic of a lost civilization. The fusion rate is 100%. I have seen hundreds of relics on the black market, and none of them are alive like this. Chu Tian burst into tears again and clapped his hands to Yan's shoulder. Queen of creation. The strategy worked, and you will be invincible in the next round. Liyin blinked blackly. Now I'm torturing Shadow Girl like an ant. Come on. Let's try out the new song Lightwing Contract. Yuyan gasped, feeling so happy in her heart. Creative power. It turns out I am so strong. Xiaowei, check the hot search. Lin Yuyan, Queen of Lightwings. Those who laughed at me all turned into fans. Liyin fell to the ground and threw herself into her arms. Master is the best brother. Jiang Chen. Thank you, Guang. Now Liyin is omnipotent. Chu Tian punched the air. The team is invincible. In the next round of preliminaries, we will go straight to the quarterfinals. As soon as Jiang Chen finished speaking, the warning light in the laboratory flashed suddenly, and red pulses covered the holographic wall like bloodshot threads. The music box trembled slightly in the scanning cabin, emitting a low hum, like the breathing of an ancient beast. Yuyan's heart sank suddenly. The sound core in her hand was as hot as a needle, and her inner monologue came like a tide. Star core energy? Relic resonance? That bastard Shen Mo? He's not chasing us, he's awakening some kind of monster. The light wings have just been unlocked. If the music box goes berserk, will Liyin be reduced to ashes? Xiaowei and the others were still laughing at the school. Queen of Light Wings? It's just a laboratory special effect. The top 16 show the real thing. I just found my confidence, don't ruin it. Chu Tian's face turned pale, his fists clenched loudly, but his hot-blooded eyes instantly turned to iron-blooded. Jiang Chen details. Will this resonance detonate? Jiang Chen pushed up his sunglasses, his dark smile couldn't hide the seriousness between his brows. His fingers flew on the quantum keyboard, and the data stream poured like a torrential rain. It's stable for the time being, but the pulsation frequency matches the remnants of Shen Mo's hacker. He has the ruins key. Maybe it was stolen from the underground auction. There is no risk in the short term, but the competition system is deep, and he can trigger interference remotely. Suggestion. Practice in a low-key manner, warm up first in the regional competition, and avoiding Ji's home court. Liyin's projection jumped on Yuyan's shoulder, her little face puffed up and she hummed arrogantly. Black-bellied engineer, who are you scaring? Liyin's light wing dance is only halfway practiced. Just crush Shen Mo's ruins trick. Master, don't shake, let's charge. Yuyan gritted her teeth and nodded, her creativity ignited like a tinder. Okay. The regional competition. Prove that the team is invincible. Chu Tian waved his hand, and the aerospace vehicle engine warmed up. Let's go. Jiang Chun, you follow the black market master will be your backup. I have prepared a holographic isolation in the practice room, sponsors are coming, and the 3 major companies' AR equipment is fully equipped. Jiang Chun shrugged, grabbed the toolbox and followed with a cynical tone. 2C said seriously. Okay, I owe you more favors. Yuyan, your creative intuition is no match for my AI, remember. Emotional fuel is better when it is suppressed and then exploded. The 4 members of the team got out of the laboratory. The elevator ascended to the neon streets, the float car flew across the city skyline like a silver arrow, and the virtual concert poster projected from the tower flashed. Liyin Dark Horse, hotly discussed in the top 8 pre-selections. Light Wings contract, divine dance preview. Fans on the roadside scanned the AR and screamed. Real person team exposed? Jiang Chun, the black market legend, joins. A combination that defies heaven. The small competition venue is located in the city central arena. The competition area is like a giant crystal dome, with a suspended platform surrounding the central holographic stage. An audience of 10,000 people, floating chairs that automatically adjust the viewing angle, and the sweet aroma of energy drinks and popcorn filling the air. When entering the venue, fans came in like waves, and there was an avalanche of live broadcasts on mobile phones. Liyin is here. The Queen of Lightwings is here. The mid-level opponent Thunder Beast is going to be miserable. And the pre-selected Soundblade is already awesome. Yuyan lowered her head and walked quickly, complaining in her heart. It's a lot of pressure. An introverted otaku becomes an idol, and the spotlight is like being on the execution ground. If Xiaowei saw this, she would laugh like crazy. Team Tomei, destroy them quickly. Chu Tian stood in front and shouted passionately. Fans, Liyin's welfare notice cosplay photo after the game. All autographs will be given. Cheering like thunder, Jiang Chun whispered. The popularity is stable, the strategy is perfect. At the opening of the small competition, the host's holographic projection roared. Newcomer pre-selection divisional battle. Dark Horse Liyin versus mid-level powerhouse Thundermon. The controller is online. Yuyan sat in the control cabin, the sound core of her right hand merged with the AR bracelet. The light wing silk thread stretched like a living snake, and the synchronization rate was locked at 120%. Liyin jumped onto the stage, her gothic flowing dress fluttering, her wings of light half expanded, and the lighting effects like stardust surrounding her. She pointed her toes in the opening pose, spinning in circles and showering the galaxy with light, and the audience gasped. The opponent Thundermon appears. A huge mechanical beast-shaped idol, with flashing thunderclaws, and the audio roars like a beast's roar. The controller is a fat young man. The forum boasts. Thunderman's sonic suppression. Liyin's light wings are no more than a showpiece. At the beginning of the competition, if you want to be strong, you should suppress it first. The Thunder Beast takes the lead, and the audio interference wave comes like a tsunami. The resonance of Shen Mo's ruins is foreshadowing. As soon as Liyin's new song Lightwings contract played Awakening from the music box, the audio track suddenly stopped, the lighting effects flashed randomly, the Lightwings trembled in half, and the synchronization delay soared by 1.2 seconds. The audience burst into boos and the barrage collapsed. Dark Horse overturned? Interference hacker. Thunder Beast is invincible, Liyin is weak. In the control cabin, Yuyan's face turned pale. Cold sweat fell down, and her heart was filled with despair. It's over. The star core pulsation is coming again. Shen Mo's hand reached into the competition system. Lightwings is stuck, the creativity is burned out and there is no way to save it. The fans are about to disperse, and the team's dream is shattered. Chu Tian's eyes were ashen, and Xiaowei's joke came true. Chu Tian roared. Hold it. Strategy. Suppress the rhythm, inject emotion. Jiang Chen's robotic arm connected to the remote end, His voice trembled slightly. The interference source is locked. The frequency of the ruins matches 80%. Yuyan, adjust immediately. The crisis was overwhelming and passers-by fans were already shaking their heads. The newcomers stopped as expected. The Thunder Beast attacked with a ferocious smile. Its thunder claws grabbed Liyin, and the sound waves hit like a hammer. Liyin struggled to dodge the projection, and she pouted her little mouth and snorted arrogantly. Damn it, Thunder stupid beast, how dare you interfere with Liyin's dance steps? Yuyan closed her eyes, the sound core in her right hand exploded, and her creativity erupted like a volcano. Recalling the taunts in the laboratory, the school gangsters, and Shen Mo's private messages, all fuel. The light wing threads dance wildly, and the blueprint is redrawn in real time. The dance module compresses the trajectory, the lighting effects change to defensive pulses, and the rhythm changes from soft to high-speed rap. Buzz! The light wings were fully opened, the silver-white feathers turned into a whirlwind of light blades, the audio interference was backfired, and the Thunder Beast's claws shattered with a pop. The whole place was silent for a second, and then it broke out. Liyin's toes twirled wildly, her tornado dance steps crushed the stage, the galaxy of light's vortex engulfed the Thunder Beast, and the climax rap blasted. Relic hacker? Light wing contract, crush your thunder claws. Shen Mo's hidden arrows, Liyin's dancing blade swept away. The synchronization rate surged to 130%, and the delay returned to 0. The Thunder Beast collapsed, and the controller Peng Dun popped out of the cabin. His eyes widened and he screamed tremblingly. Impossible!
Audio reverse?
This synchronization monster level. Chu Tian burst into tears and punched the console. Queen of creation. Reversal of the masterpiece. Zhang Chen's sunglasses fell off, and he backed away with a rare lapse, his voice trembling like chaff. Real-time adjustment of the frequency of the ruins? Fusion, the combined rate is off the charts, and all my black market relics are in vain. The fan seats went crazy, the floating chairs shook like earthquakes, and the barrage exploded. Liyin God reversed. The interference hacker was defeated in seconds, and Guangyi Wu was invincible. Zonal massacre. The dark horse flew into the top 8. Hot search reservations. The live broadcast exceeded 50 million, and the sponsorship alarm sounded wildly. At the end of the training, the lights dimmed, Zhang Chan turned off the simulator, and his expression suddenly changed. He grabbed the music box, inserted the instrument probe deeply, and the energy wave diagram skyrocketed. Wait? Abnormal. The sound core pulses irregularly. This power comes from the ancient ruins, the star core energy of the lost civilization. Shen Mo may have penetrated the competition system. His hacker is not a simple intrusion, but the resonance of the ruins. After the game, Chu Tian enthusiastically arranged a photo session. The plaza outside the Crystal Dome has become a cosplay paradise, with Liyin performing a series of cross-dressings. Gothic Lolita turns into a bunny-eared maid, light wings turn into pink wings, special lighting effects sprinkle cherry blossom rain. There is a mechanical angel, impromptu teaching on point dance steps, and fans queue up for AR interaction to grab it. The girl fans jumped on her and cried tremblingly. Goddess Liyin! The cosplay is so foul, the rabbit ears melted me. The moment the reversal happened, my heart stopped beating. God! Yuyan was forced to take a group photo, and she kept complaining in her heart. Idol pressure is off the charts. She laughed until her face stiffened, and her hands were sore when signing autographs. But, full of confidence, those eyes are not mocking but admiration. Zhang Chan leaned against the wall and brushed data and complained slyly. Chu Tian, this benefit costs money, but the ROI is 1,000 times. Yuyan, I will optimize the cost blueprint, and the result will be rabbit ears and light wings. Chu Tian laughed. Full marks for team bonding. Zhang Chan, share your mechanical knowledge and strengthen Liyin to prevent hackers. In the rest area beside the square, Zhang Chan held a black market lesson and projected ancient runes on a holographic blueprint. He clicked with his finger and the relic star core image rotated. The music box comes from a lost civilization. The star core is the heart of energy. The resonance will absorb the emotions of the operator Shen Mo's key. Maybe the stolen goods from the auction. Precaution. The light wings are equipped with quantum shields. I will weld them myself. Yuyan widened her eyes and was moved in her heart. The dissector became a brother. The team is not only passionate, but also a family. Liyin flew towards Zhangchan. Brother Liyin, teach Liyin hackers to fight back, salary deduction cancelled. Chu Tian nodded with tears. Sharing knowledge invincible. Top 16 we aim at Yingji's home court. The interaction was brisk, complaints were flying all over the sky, and the bond spread out like wings of light. Fans gathered around to watch the live broadcast. Internal meeting exposed? Master Zhangchan personally teaches a divine team. Moving towards a new stage of daily life, the team moved to Chu Tian's upgrade training room, the top floor of the urban tower, with an isolation dome like a fortress. The holographic simulator was upgraded to S level. The AR bracelet was tied to 3 major sponsors, and the energy supply machine of Xinglong Company was humming. Yuyan controlled Liyin to rehearse the top 16 songs. The light-wing dance steps became smoother, and the lights exploded like pulsars. Chu Tian's strategic layout. Suppress the Yingji hacker first, and the emotional explosion will kill you instantly. Zhangchan welded the shielding module, and Liyin Sundra tried it out. Perfect. Now the ruins resonate, Liyin sucks back. Yuyan was full of smiles. From an introverted otaku to a creative queen, the music box changes everything. Shen Mo, come on. As night falls, the lights in the practice room are subdued and the team takes a nap. Suddenly the dome alarm blared. Cracks in the holographic wall spread. Data flowed like a virus, and Liyin's projection flickered. Oh, hacker invasion. Data. Liyin's blueprint is being lost. Zhangchan pounced on the console, his sunglasses reflected red light, and his voice was unusually panicked. Shen Mo's hand. The ruins resonate. Fully activated, the theft rate is 70%. Hold on, the shielding is activated. Chu Tian growled. Damn it, he sent elite hackers straight to the practice room. Yuyan's right-hand sound core was in sharp pain, and the light wing threads danced back, fear rising in her heart. The data was stolen, Liyin was completely destroyed? This is the beginning. The big crisis is coming. The virus icon is like the tentacles of Shadow Princess, wrapping around the core. The virus icon was like the dark tentacles of Shadow Princess, twisting and squirming towards the core of the music box. The cracks in the holographic dome of the practice room spread like a spider web, and pulses of red light illuminated the pale faces of the 4 members of the team. The energy supply machine buzzed and whined. The S-class simulator data flow reversed into a blood-red vortex. Liyin's projection flickered violently. The little body curled up into a ball, and the arrogant little face twisted into a wronged bun. Master! The blueprint hurt so much the virus has bitten Liyin. Help me! The sound core of Yuyan's right hand burned like lava, and the golden light of the contract mark in her palm flashed wildly. Pain shot through her brain. She gritted her teeth and held on to the console, and her inner monologue was like a storm of despair. It's over, it's over. 70% of the data is stolen. Every Lightwing dance move and every rap climax of Liyin will be stolen by Shen Mo. The regional competition has just become a hot topic, with 50 million fans celebrating. But now it's all ruined. Xiao Wei and her school group must have laughed like crazy. The local girl hacker overturned the car, and the queen woke up from her dream. Chu Tian's passionate eyes were ashen, and Zhangchan was in a rare panic. Is my introverted otaku's counterattack going to end like this? Chu Tian smashed his fist against the wall, and his passionate roar turned into a beast's roar. Shen Mo, you madman, an elite hacker goes straight to the fortress? Zhangchan weld the shield delay. Zhang Chen's sunglasses reflected the red light of the virus, and his fingers rushed toward the toolbox like lightning. His white robe flew, and his dark tone was mixed with rare tremors. Hold on for 15 seconds. Quantum shielding semi-finished product. Relic resonance matching 90%. Yuyan, the emotional fuel of the sound core is fully activated. Counterattack it. Outside the surveillance screen of passersby, the fan live broadcast room outside the practice room has exploded. And the barrage explosion. Practice room invasion? Liyin's dark horse crisis. Shen Mo's black hand Yingji virus? Hot search reversal. The crisis is overwhelming, and if you want to advance you must suppress it to the extreme. The tentacles of the virus wrapped around Liyin's core. The projection became translucent and collapsed. The light wing threads snapped, and the holographic wall collapsed. Warning screamed. Yuyan's eyes turned black, her creativity was on the verge of drying up, and tears fell down the control cabin. Lin, hold on. Suddenly, the sound core was beating like a heart, and the golden mark was fully opened, recalling the pre-selected sound blade. The thunder beast's crushing claws, the thrill of the divisional massacre, and the emotional volcano. She shouted. Light wings suck back. The silk thread in her right hand burst out, the quantum shielding module was temporarily fused, and the frequency of the ruins was reversed. The tentacles of the virus sizzle and burn. The Ingji icon screams and twists, and the backflow data flow is like black blood splattering. Jiang Qin's eyes widened, and his sunglasses fell to the ground. He took half a step back and his voice trembled. Fusion, instant reverse frequency? The resonance of the star core has been sucked. This intuition will destroy my entire black market defense theory. Chu Tian burst into tears, holding his head and laughing wildly. The queen counterattacks. Count. According to reports, the recovery rate is 100%. Liyin's projection was stable, her little face flushed and resurrected, and the arrogant girl flew with her hands on her hips. Hump Shadow Princess's tentacles. Liyin's light wings bite off. The Master God commanded. The virus cried out. The alarm went out, the dome healed itself, and the practice room returned to soft light. Yuyan sat paralyzed, feeling a pleasant electric current rushing through her body, and she complained in her heart with joy. A hacker in the face. I am an introvert, but I actually bite the remains. The team members are invincible. After a brief repair, the calm before the storm fell. The practice room on the top floor of the tower has turned into a rest fortress. The Xinglan energy supply machine automatically injects blue nutrient solution. The AR bracelet is upgraded and bound to a new sponsorship. The virtual empire company rains gold coins. Fans outside the barrage scream. The Crisis Live broadcast God reverses. Liyin Phoenix. The practice room fortress is invincible. Chu Tian slapped the table with his big hands and took stock with enthusiasm. The harvest is huge. The divisional competition was slaughtered at 100:32. Kill the Thunder Beast. Reach the top 16. Break the record of 50 million live broadcasts. Dominate the list for 3 days with the Hot Search Lightwing Queen's reverse nuclear explosion. 3 major sponsors, S-Class Simulator plus Quantum Firewall. ROI 1,000 times. He projected the data column in the air, and the green line skyrocketed. The fan base started at 500,000. The COS welfare photo session will ignite the hearts of girls. Jiang Qin's black market knowledge sharing. Perfect bond. Yuyan rubbed the palms of her hands, her sound core pulsing warmly, and her inner monologue was brisk. From being an otaku who picked up music boxes, to being a creative queen, Liyin's gothic skirt was fully opened, and she was instantly killed with a tornado blade. Xiaowei's school group. The hot search hit her in the face and it was so fun. Liyin fluttered and acted coquettishly, and the afterimage of the rabbit-eared cosplay lingered. Master fans love rabbit-eared Liyin. Do you have a sore hand when signing? Shen Mo's virus is broken. 16 step on Shadow Girl. Jiang Chan picked up the sunglasses, returned with a dark smile, and pushed the edge of the frame seriously. Improve your strength. The critical moment. The new component, Heart of the Barrier. The heart of a black market relic, fused with light wings and antivirus sound waves. I will weld it, and it will be completed in 10 minutes. He raised his white robe, unfolded the toolbox, ding-dong, and the holographic blueprint rotated the ancient runes, sparks flying like a fireworks show. Yuyan's eyes widened and she was moved to her heart. Dirty brother. Brother-level skills. The secret of the music box all depends on you. The ultimate picture of the assembly site. Outside the tower at night, the neon city is pulsating like a sea of stars, the practice room dome is transparent, and the floating traffic draws silver arcs. Jiang Qin's robotic arm has precise solder joints, and the heart of the barrier is as crystal clear as sapphire. The heart lines flash with the brilliance of relics, and a buzz sound is embedded in the glass sound projection. Liyin took a test flight, and exclaimed with a small O-shaped mouth. While the heart is beating, the virus comes and breaks again. Brother Jiang Chan, deduct your salary and change it to a raise. Chu Tian applauded enthusiastically. Perfect. Strategy upgrade. The top 16 Ingji's home court, Suppress first and then increase emotional track axis explosion. Yuyan's control test, the light wings plus barrier unfolded the silver-blue shield. The light galaxy vortex blessed the defensive pulse. The new song Light Wing Contract was rehearsed. The synchronization rate was locked at 140%. And the toe tornado dance was like a tornado sweeping away simulated viruses. The team interacted briskly with complaints all over the place. Chu Tian. Rabbit ears version of the defensive pose warm up for welfare. Zhang Chun. Remember the emotional fuel, suppress it and it will be fun again. Liyin huffed arrogantly. Humph, everyone loves Liyin. Shen Mo comes to show off. At the end of the dressing session, Yuyan took a nap on the sofa, feeling confident in her heart. As a family team from Chu Tian's visit to Zhang Chen's welding, the music box contract is not only a strength, but also a bond. Top 16 Shen Mo himself? Come on, slap the top in the face. Suddenly, a holographic email from the dome popped up. An anonymous email with the title Music Box Awakening Fragments. She clicked on it, and the projection of the ancient drawings unfolded. The blueprint of the lost civilization, the gate to the finals hidden around the star core, and the text flashed. The real power awakens in the finals? I have sent the fragment of Shen Mo's key. Be careful, he knows everything. Yuyan's heart sank, the sound core in her hand trembled slightly, and the fear in her heart suddenly rose. Anonymous ally? Awakening in the finals. Shen Mo knows? The crisis is not limited to hackers. The eve of the top 16 competition fleetingly passed by, and the floating vehicle flew like a silver arrow towards the home stadium of the arena, the behemoth at the heart of the city. Towering crystal pillars pierced the sky. Suspended platforms surrounded the auditorium of 10,000 people. The aroma of energy drinks filled the air, and projection posters roared. Dark Horse Liyin vs. Overlording G. Shen Mo personally controls the moment of decisive battle. A tsunami of fans entered the room, and AR Scan screamed, Queen of Light Wings. The god of the practice room has reversed rabbit ears. The cost will last forever. Shadow Girl virus? The heart of the barrier is warming up, and the massacre is planned. Yuyan lowered her head and walked quickly, complaining in her heart. The pressure is like a mountain. I will go on the main stage inwardly, and everyone is waiting for the reversal. Xiaowei's hot search, are you still interested? Chu Tian stood in front of him and roared passionately. Welfare cost Shadow Girl defeated version. Fully open after the game. Zhang Chan whispered. The blueprint fragments are verified. The resonance matches 95%. The Shen Mo key is genuine. At the opening roar, the host holographic colossus roared. The peak of the top 16. The dark horse of Liyin challenged the Queen of Shadows. The controller is online. Yuyan sat in the upgrade cabin, the sound core plus the barrier heart were fused, and the synchronization was locked to 150%. Liyin jumped onto the stage with gothic flowing skirt plus light wings fully open plus blue heart pulsating, and the Milky Way light rain was sprinkled on tiptoe, and the whole audience gasped. Shadow Girl appears. Shen Mo personally controls her. Her dark shadow robe flutters, virus tentacles hide her skirt, sonic black mist fills the air, and a cold declaration is projected. Music box? Liyin is nothing more than a relic toy. It will be destroyed now. The forum went crazy. Ingji is invincible viral sonic second system. Stop the dark horse. The duel breaks out, and if you want to advance you must first suppress it. Shadow Princess takes the lead, and the viral sound waves come like a black tide. The resonance of the ruins is in full swing. Liyin's Light Wings contract started singing Awakening from the music box. The soundtrack stuttered, the barrier heart trembled, the light wings were half folded, and the data theft alarm flashed. There was an avalanche of boos in the audience, and the barrage collapsed. Overturn? Shen Mo personally controls the hacker. Divine pressure. In the control cabin, Yuyan was dripping with cold sweat, and the pain doubled. The virus has upgraded. The barrier couldn't hold up. Shen Mo's key matched perfectly. The creativity was burned out, the fans dispersed, and the dream of the home court was shattered. The Chu Tian turned green, Zhang Chen's tools were flying, and Xiaowei died laughing.
Chu Tian Zhao. Super.
Emotional injection. Zhang Chan made an emergency connection, his voice trembling slightly. Heart overload, 10 seconds of welding enhancement. Passersby fans shook their heads. Dark Horse is expected to overturn. Ingji is the overlord. Ingji grabbed her with her tentacles and hit her with the sonic hammer. Liyin struggled to dodge and huffed arrogantly. Damn Shadowji's ugly tentacles. Liyin is not afraid. Yuyan closed her eyes, and the contract mark exploded with gold, recalling the hacker crisis, school taunts, practice reversals, full fuel erupted. The sound core is fully activated, and the blue light of the barrier heart surges, counterattacking the virus. The wings of light turned into a tornado of light blades. The toes whirled wildly and crushed the stage. The vortex of the light galaxy swallowed up the black mist, and the climax of the emotional song broke out. Black tide of virus? Barrier contract. Crush you, Shadow Princess. Shen Mo's ambition. Light wing emotions wipe out extinction. 160% synchronization. Virus reverse. The whole place fell silent, and a nuclear explosion broke out. Ingji collapsed, her tentacles shattered, and Shen Mo popped out of the cabin. Her cold face twisted and she stared and trembled. Impossible. The emotional fusion of the music box? My key is broken. Chu Tian roared with tears and smashed the stage with his fist. Counterattack masterpiece. The top 8 fly to the sky. Jiang Chan dropped his sunglasses again, lost his composure and backed away and trembled. Instant strengthening of the heart? Destroying intuition. My black market relics are all kneeling down. The fans' seats were shaken, the floating chairs were flying, and the barrage was in the billions. Liyin kills the gods. The Ingji virus is broken in seconds. The emotional queen is invincible. Hot discussion around the world. Dark Horse top 8. Exciting the universe. Score flash. Liyin 108. Ingji 25. A quick victory, the scoreboard flashes. Liyin 100, Thundermon 32. The host was tongue-tied. The Dark Horse crushed me. Go straight to the top 16 and get ready. Yuyan gasped and left the cabin. Her legs were weak but she was smiling, and she felt a sense of joy running through her heart like an electric current. Slap the whole universe in the face. Xiaowei, be optimistic about the hot search. Lin Yuyan is not lucky. She is a queen. Liyin threw herself into her arms and acted coquettishly. Master is the best thunder beast fainted from crying. Liyin loves you. In the carnival of victory, the host was tongue-tied. The Dark Horse is against the odds. Heading straight to the top 8. Yuyan came out of the cabin with soft legs and a smile, and her heart was filled with excitement. Shen Mo is defeated. Slap the overlord in the face. Xiaowei will fly to the ground. Liyin jumped into her arms. The master is the best. Ingji fainted in tears. I love you. Chu Tian revealed the secret and whispered passionately. Shen Mo's ambition, to monopolize the power of the music box, grab the key on the black market, just to swallow the star core for the finals. Jiang Chan nodded. The blueprint fragments confirmed that he infiltrated the competition. The aftermath of the home victory in the arena tower swept across the entire venue like a violent wave. The vortex of light on the suspended platform at the top of the crystal column was still lingering. The floating chairs and the tens of thousands of spectators were still trembling slightly. The AR projection poster echoed the slow motion of Liyin's light wings crushing Ingji. The blue heart pulsated and swallowed the black mist. The virus tentacles shattered into a rain of black blood. And the score of 108 to 25 flashed like a nuclear explosion. Fans screamed like a tsunami and bombarded the forum with billions of barrages. The Queen of Emotion slays the gods. Shen Mo kneels down in person, and the 8 phoenixes of Liyin fly to the sky. But Yuyan's heart is like a lead cloud. The second fragment of the email on her phone is still dim. The ancient blueprint. The awakening door of the finals is open. Shen Mo's pursuit intensifies. Ally Jiang Chan. Those words are like ice needles piercing the bone. She secretly raised her head and looked at Jiang Chan. The dark smiling face under the white robe was cynical. The sunglasses reflected the light of victory, and the toolbox was still jingling, as if everything was as usual. But the inner monologue was like Jingtao. Brother Jiang Chan. Your name was called in the anonymous email? The black market relic has the magical skill of welding hearts, and his intuition has ruined the world twice. He is full of trust but full of doubts. The door to the finals. Shen Mo still pursues him after his key is broken? The music box star core pulses wildly, and crises follow like a shadow. How long can the top 8 celebrations last? Hot searches in Xiaowei's school group were wiped out, and my dream of being an introverted otaku queen was shattered by an ally's backstabbing? Chu Tian enthusiastically waved his hand to block the swarming fans and shouted, "The team retreats. Welfare party for the top 8. The VIP area on the top floor of the home field is open. Liyin rabbit ear cosplay warm-up for the whole audience. Sponsored by the rain of gold coins to knock them out." He floated the projection to summon a private aeroboat, and the silver arc cut through the neon night sky, heading straight to the crystal palace on the top of the tower. Jiang Chun pushed up his sunglasses and whispered darkly, "I will verify the blueprint fragments first. The resonance matching has increased to 97%, and Shen Mo has dug out all the clues for penetration." Yuyan nodded, her legs weakly followed. Liyin's projection shrank and fluttered into her arms. Her arrogant little face flushed and rubbed her cheeks. Master Shadow Ji cried and fainted the tentacles. Liyin's light wings plus blue heart are invincible. Party rabbit ear version, fans screamed for reservations. Brother Jiang Chan, please don't peek at the blueprint. The eyes of passers-by and fans in the audience widened. AR scans were used to chase the shadow of the boat, and the barrage exploded. The Dark Horse team retreated very quickly. Chu Tian's hot-blooded dog protector, Jiang Chen's black-bellied welding god, and Queen Yin's legs are soft and cute. The top 8 benefits? Rabbit Ear Liyin's live broadcast. The universe can't wait. The VIP palace on the top of the tower is like a bubble in a dream. The transparent dome overlooks the city's sea of stars. The floating crystal table automatically unfolds, and the energy drink blue light flows out. The upgraded version of the S-Class holographic simulator hums to start. The quantum firewall's green veins pulsate to guard the 4 walls. The team sat down, and the celebration atmosphere was lively and exciting. Liyin turned on the projection, went into a gothic streamer dress and dressed up as Bunny Ears Cos. Her pink tail swayed, and the Milky Way light rain sprinkled on her toes, starting the virtual party live broadcast. The holographic stage rotated. AR bracelets synchronized with thousands of people interacting. Fans' phantoms swarmed in, screaming again and again. Rabbit-eared Liyin. Reversal in the practice room plus Shadow Princess massacre. The goddess will live forever. Signed Lightwing hug. Hot search queen welfare nuclear explosion. Yuyan was forced onto the stage by Chu Tian. Put on a cute uniform sailor suit short skirt with light wing hairpin. Introvert blushed like a boiled shrimp, and complained in her heart, "I'm an introvert and should I wear this?" Thousands of people are watching the live broadcast, and their legs are so weak that they are suffering from cancer. But fans love bunny ears and the hot search hits Xiaowei in the face, so bear with it. She waved awkwardly, and Liyin held her little hand to sing the rabbit ear version of Lightwing's contract. The climax was, the black wave of the virus is shattered, and the rabbit ear emotions are swept away. The synchronization rate is 150% locked. The galaxy vortex of light sweeps away the phantom fans, and the tsunami cheers burst the dome. The passerby sponsor representative's eyes widened, and the virtual empire manager in a straight suit stepped back half a step, shaking the screen with a rain of gold coins in his hand. This Rabbit Ears cosplay has a record-breaking interaction rate? Liyin's emotional integration of intuition. Ingji's personal control of 108 seconds of killing. ROI 10,000 times. But they are making things difficult, and they will increase the hacker defense fee before the top 8, or else they will withdraw their investment. Chu Tian's eyes were livid, his fists were slightly clenched, but he suddenly turned to smile and shouted strategically, "Uncle Manager, the data speaks for itself. The virus in the practice room has backfired and the live broadcast is worth billions, and the hot search rankings are tied to your empire brand. Liyin, the fan conversion rate has jumped to 300%. Are you making things difficult? Come and sign for the S-level quantum wall upgrade plus exclusive energy drink. The total price will be doubled." He projected the barrage screenshot in the air, and the green line of the ROI curve surged. The manager's face turned pale. Beads of sweat rolled down his face, and he signed the contract with a trembling voice. "Blood monster. The deal is done, the gold coins are raining down. Liyin Empire's endorsements are all open." Jiang Chan pushed the frame and smiled lightly. Chu Tian's art of negotiation cannot be learned by the black market. The fans applauded and the barrage flooded. "The agent is awesome. Sponsored, Liyin is invincible. At the climax of the party, Yuyan is gradually adapting to the life of an idol. Her voice core pulses warmly under her sailor suit, and her inner monologue is brisk and heartwarming. From being an otaku who picked up music boxes, to becoming the queen of the top 8, the live broadcast of Rabbit Ears is embarrassing but exciting, and the family team is priceless. Chu Tian helped Tai Shui. Liyin acted coquettishly and relied on him. Zhang Chun. Doubts about the blueprint weighed heavily on his mind, but Brother Welding Heart trusted him first. Liyin fluttered proudly with her arms akimbo, her bunny ears swaying as she grabbed fans' shadows and took selfies. Everyone loves Liyin. Her hands are sore for signing, and her master's uniform is so cute. Xiaowei's school group. Are you crying after watching the hot search? Chu Tian raised a glass of energy drink with enthusiasm. Fuck. The top 8 are flying, the star core is awakened in the finals, and Shen Mo's ambition is crushed. Zhang Chun suddenly projected the second fragment of the blueprint. The ancient runes rotated, the outline of the voice of the stars, hidden around the star core flashed, and the black-bellied tone became serious. Verification completed, resonance 98%. New component voice of the stars, a black market loss sound range expander, which can integrate relic frequencies, break the high range and prevent Shen Mo sound waves from upgrading. Welded in 10 minutes, Yuyan's intuitive fuel is ready. The assembly site was extremely oppressive. Outside the palace dome, the neon city pulsed like a heart, floating traffic flowed like silver snakes, and sparks flew inside like doomsday fireworks. Jiang Chen's white robe flutters, the robotic arm accurately welds the joints. The sound of the stars is crystal clear like a galaxy orb. The traces of traces pulsate brilliantly, and the buzzing is embedded in the core of the glass sound projection. Liyin's O-shaped audition singing with a small mouth, the high-pitched range explodes like falling stars. The point tornado dance graces the sound blade of the galaxy. The rabbit ear version of Light Wings Contract reaches a boundary-breaking range, and the holographic wall trembles as a warning. Chu Tian's eyes widened, he spurted out the energy drink, and his blood roared and trembled. Sound range, star level? Ingji virus sound wave. Evaporate directly. Jiang Chun. You destroy the sky welding god. The sponsorship manager passed by. His legs were soft and he knelt down and trembled. This part has a sky-high price on the black market. Liyin is almighty. The empire will hit $1 billion. The sound core of Yuyan's hand beat wildly, touching the current in her heart. The sinister brother comes to the rescue again. The sound of the stars pulses like the heartbeat of a family member. But your email allies are suspicious of you. There are hidden dangers in the door to the finals, and the celebration cloud shadow is overwhelming. Liyin came back to life and put her hands on her hips, humming arrogantly. While the voice of the stars is flying high, Shen Mo will bite it again. Brother Zhang Chun. Double the salary increase. The daily routine is warming up and sweet. Yuyan is taking a nap on the sofa. Her sailor suit is wrinkled. Liyin is shrinking and rubbing her rabbit ears. Chu Tian is taking inventory of resources. S-level simulator plus quantum wall fortress plus imperial gold coin rain. The hot search rabbit ear emotion queen's top 8 welfare nuclear explosion dominates the global list. Fan interactions were hilarious. The shadow girl asked for a hug. Queen uniform with bunny ears, school costs warm up. Yuyan complained awkwardly. I'm an introvert, my legs are weak. Liyin, you block it. Liyin arrogantly threw herself at the shadow. Ha, exclusively for the master, signature light wings go. Zhang Chun wiped his sunglasses and returned to his position with a sinister smile. Full marks for bonding, rest before the finals. But the blueprint warns that Shen Mo's alliance hackers have locked onto the star core fluctuations. In the light atmosphere, the shadow of depression quietly creeps up. Yuyan rubs her palms and the star core trembles slightly like an alarm bell. It's great to adapt to an idol, and the family is invincible. But Shen Mo is defeated and the key is broken. Zhang Chen's eyes flicker. Is the email true or false? Dark clouds rolled over the city, and the top 8 celebrated like the calm before the storm. Suddenly, the red alarm flashed wildly on the palace dome. The quantum firewall made a loud sizzling sound, the holographic simulator data flow reversed into a huge blood-red wave, and the virus icon was magnified 1,000 times like a shadow girl. A tsunami of dark tentacles rushed towards it. Not just hackers, but the elites of the Shen Mo alliance. The voice of the stars trembled as soon as it was embedded in the core. The projection of Liyin was violently distorted. The small body curled up into a ball, the rabbit ears drooped in grievance, and the arrogant voice turned into a cry. Master! It hurts, the alliance virus, the star core has bitten through. Liyin, sleep. The energy supply machine whined and exploded. The blue light fountain sprayed into red mist, and the floating table in the VIP area collapsed and screamed. The passerby sponsorship manager turned pale and screamed back. A bigger attack. The Empire's data is completely destroyed. Liyin, dark horse. It's over. Chu Tian punched the wall, his passionate roar turned into a desperate roar. Shen Mo is crazy. Alliance hackers went straight to the star core. The heart of the barrier plus the voice of the stars can't hold on. Jiang Chen's sunglasses reflected red light. His fingers flicked toward the toolbox, and his white robe fluttered in a rare panic. Hold on for 20 seconds. The ruins are in reverse frequency, and the resonance matching is disconnected. Yuyan, full of emotions. The sound core of Yuyan's right hand was burning with lava. The golden light of the contract mark was flashing in pain. Her brain was in pain. The vision of the control cabin was black, and her heart was filled with despair. It's over. The top 8 celebrate the bunny ears. The voice of the stars has a new high range, and 1 billion fans love it. But the alliance is experiencing a virus tsunami? 90% of the data was stolen. Liyin stole every dance step and every emotional climax. The trending search turned upside down. Xiaowei laughed like crazy. Chu Tian was livid. Zhang Chun was in panic. I counterattacked from within and destroyed everything before the finals. Shen Mo ambitions to swallow the star core. Jiang Chen's allies become suspicious? The virus tentacles wrapped around the core, the light wing wires snapped, the rabbit ear projection translucent disintegrated, and nuclear explosions occurred in the live broadcast room of all fans. Liyin's dormancy crisis? Shen Mo alliance's black hands, the top 8 dark horses overturned. The dome's cracked spider web spread. Red pulses reflected the team's pale face. Liyin trembled in a low voice. Master, save. The dormant alarm was locked, and the screen went black. Yuyan's tears fell down on the keyboard of the control cabin. The sound core in her right hand was like lava bursting. The golden light of the contract mark was rushing straight to her forehead. Every pain was like the tentacles of a virus twisting her heart. Liyin's little body curled up into a ball in the holographic core. The rabbit ears drooped aggrievedly, and the translucent edge of the projection shattered. Rain of glass, arrogant cries echoed in the palace dome. The Lord Men, Star Core, bite through. The red alarm pulse swept through the crystal wall. The floating table collapsed, warning screamed. The energy supply machine's red mist sprayed into a sea of blood, and the quantum firewall sizzled and burned like a volcano of doomsday. Nuclear explosion of barrage in the global live broadcast room collapsed. Liyin went to sleep in black screen. The top 8 dark horses overturned. Shen Mo alliance virus tsunami. The rabbit-eared queen's data was stolen, and hot searches were reversed. The sponsorship manager knelt down with a pale face. His suit shook the projection, and the gold coins rained into pieces. He screamed and knocked over the crystal chair. 90% of the Empire's data is destroyed. ROI is 10,000 times more. Dreams are shattered. The Dark Horse team is finished. Divestment is complete. Chu Tian hit the wall with his fist. Veins exploded, and he roared with passion. Roaring and roaring in despair, his voice trembled like a candle in the wind. Shen Mo's Mad Dog Alliance. The voice of the stars has just been welded, and the blue heart of the barrier is broken. I can't hold on anymore. Yuyan, I can't hold on for 20 seconds even if I use all my emotional fuel. Jiang Chun was extremely panicked when the red light reflected from his sunglasses fluttered. His finger flash welding remnants were reverse frequency semi-finished products. His tone was dark and cracked. The resonance is broken. The star core is overloaded. The music box. It's eating itself back. The storm in Yuyan's mind was a whirlpool of despair, and her inner monologue was like a knife wringing blood and tears. It's over, it's over. The rabbit ear welfare nuclear exploded with a billion love. The top 8 slayering G was so happy. The school Xiaowei group's ridicule was wiped out. The Chu Tian family pushed me to the top with their iron blood. Jiang Chen's evil welding god Xingchen came to the rescue. They were all destroyed by the tsunami of Shen Mo virus. Data is stolen in every dance step and every climax. The emotional queen Liyin becomes a laughingstock. The hot search dark horse dormant crisis dominates the list, and the introverted nerd counterattacks before the finals of the finals. The star core of the music box is beating wildly, and the gate to the second finals of the blueprint is laughing at me? Jiang Chen's eyes flickered. Anonymous emails named allies, black market relics melted his heart, and his intuition was ruined. He was full of trust but was filled with doubts. Was he really Shen Mo's spy? My legs are weak with tears, but where is my blood? Tolerate. Liyin cries and relies on her, save her first. She gritted her teeth and closed her eyes. The golden seal was fully opened. Emotional fuel erupted like a volcano. The lava in the right-hand sound core rushed straight into the projection core, trying to stabilize Liyin's twisted body, but the virus's tentacles magnified 1,000 times. The black mist swallowed the light-wing silk threads and broke, and the rabbit ears disintegrated into a rain of black blood. Live broadcast, an avalanche of phantom fans screamed, "Queen insists!" The emotions are reversed. The cracks in the palace dome spread and the spiderwebs spread. The Red Pulse team's pale faces looked like ghosts, and the sponsorship manager wailed and climbed to the door. Warning of collapse of the top of the tower. Live broadcast throughout the city, Liyin's dark horse fell to the altar. Just when the overload alarm of the star core locked, Jiang Chen let out a low roar and locked the semi-finished inverter with a clang of the robotic arm. The dark eyes under his sunglasses were as sharp as iron hooks. Suppress the limit. Chu Tian delays the hacker. Yuyan comes with me underground black market. Music box, the real secret is there. The star core backlash is the key. The Shen Mo alliance penetrates the source of the ruins, and my black market line is fully opened. He yanked the sleeve of Yuyan's sailor uniform with his big hand, and the aerospace boat's emergency projection ripped open the dome's escape channel, and the silver arc rushed into the neon city abyss. Chu Tian smashed the virus wall with his passionate fist and shouted, "Go! I will defend the S-Class simulator. The counter-propaganda plan has been sent out, and the fan barrage is warming up." Yuyan followed with weak legs, and her mind was filled with doubts. Jiang Chen, the panic welding god, turned decisively to the black market? The email ally is true or false. Believe him once. Liyin's sleepy cries echo in his mind, and he will give up to me. Shen Mo hunts the bones of hatred, and the counterattack starts from the black market. The shadow of the boat cuts through the sea of silver snakes floating in the air and swoops down into the urban underground. The entrance to the black market is like a giant beast's bloody mouth, with neon poisonous mist billowing, mechanical prosthetic vendors whispering ghostly, AR scanners, red eyes shooting at intruders, passerby hackers wrapped in cloaks and retreating with glares. White-robed welding god Jiang Chen? With an introverted cute girl? The music box is pulsing. The alliance wants a dark horse. The depths of the black market are like a doomsday maze. The pulsating walls are carved with relic runes. Quantum torches jump with green flames and illuminate illegal trading desks. Relic parts are piled up in mountains. Virus crystals are buzzing for sale. The shady broker's sunglasses reflect the light of the boat. Boss Jiang Chen, the star core is overloaded? The black market price of blueprint fragments is astronomical. This ancient AI legacy. Connect to the core of the global virtual network. The Lost Civilization music box is not an idle toy. It is an AI brain that can counter-control the competition system and paralyze Shen Mo's backstage. Jiang Chen pushed up his sunglasses and smiled darkly, throwing down the gold coins. Resurrection Core, half-finished product, is in a hurry. The music box has all the secrets, and the resonance matches 99%. Yuyan's intuition fuels up. The broker's eyes widened, and he grasped the third projection of the blueprint with trembling hands. The ancient runes rotated and burst into galactic light. It connects the network like a divine vein. The hacker of Shen Mo Alliance is the son of the stolen goods, and the awakening gate opens the finals. The core of recovery, the taboo of the black market, the fusion of star core emotions. Liyin cannot reborn from the dead. Passerby hackers watch the frying pan, shaking their prosthetic arms. The golden seal on the palm of the introverted queen's hand? The music box AI legacy was exposed, and Shen Mo was heartbroken. Jiang Chen destroyed the sky and became a god of death. Yuyan's heart was shocked by electricity, and her inner monologue was overwhelming. The ancient AI legacy connects the global network. The music box is not picking up garbage. It is a key to the heaven. Jiang Chen's connections in the black market are as deep as abyss, and he is overwhelmed by doubts, but his brother Welding Heart comes to the rescue. Maybe his email alliance will be reversed? Liyin is suffering from dormant pain. Her emotions are fully activated. Her intuition fuels her, and her introversion turns into a hot-blooded one. Let's fight. Shen Mo stole 90% of his data, and it was so exciting to accuse him backstage. The assembly site is extremely oppressive, black market sparks are flying like Star Wars explosions, Jiang Chen's white robe is flying and the robotic arm is dancing wildly. The resuscitation core is crystal clear like the beating of a heart. The traces of relics are pulsating and embedded in the star core of the music box. The buzzing resonance is locked. The sound core of Yuyan's right hand is fused intuitively with lava, and the pain turns to warmth like a family hug. The broker's legs weakened and he backed away. His sunglasses fell to the ground and he trembled. Resuscitation. AI pulse breaks the boundary. The global network is connected. Shen Mo Alliance is looking directly at the backstage. The passerby hacker's eyes widened, and the AR scanner exploded. The welding god destroys the sky. Introverted cute girl gene seal emotional fuel. Magical skills to resurrect Liyin. Jiang Chen pushed the frame with a black belly and roared. Go back to the tower. Counterattack. The boat shadow rushed out of the black market, and the silver arc sprinted to the top of the competition tower. Yuyan held on to the resurrection core, and her heart was boiling. The cloud of doubt is gone. Jiang Chen's brother's black market secrets are fully opened. The AI legacy turns things around. Liyin wakes up and is arrogant with rabbit ears akimbo, and Shen Mo hunts him back to bite him. My introverted legs are weak and embarrassing. Cancer is cured, and the hot-blooded queen awakens. The red mist and blood sea in the palace on the top of the tower has not yet dissipated. Chu Tian was guarding the wall with blood and veins bursting out. Virus tentacles hit the simulator with a tsunami. The global live broadcast barrage Dark Horse Crisis racked up billions of dollars. The door of the boat exploded and Jiang Chen shouted. The resuscitation core is implanted. The network connection is fully open. Counter-control Shen Mo's backstage. Yuyan jumped into the control cabin, her sailor suit was wrinkled, and the golden seal of her palm pressed the core. The star core pulsed and resurrected like a phoenix reborn. The light wings were reborn. The blue heart swallowed the black mist, and the rabbit ear projection ejected and resurrected. Liyin's little body stretched out, her arms arrogantly flying, and she cried and sang in a high-pitched voice. Wow is revived. The master's emotional power. The virus's tentacles are all broken. The voice of the stars plus the recovery core. The AI network backfires on the virus tsunami turned into a rain of black blood. And Shen Mo Alliance's background projection emerged 90% of the data theft rebounded. The tentacles self-destructed boom, 1,000 times, and the global network was paralyzed by Shen Mo's camp. Chu Tian's eyes widened, and the energy drink spurted the sky. His blood turned to ecstasy and he shouted, "It's easy to be paralyzed." The backstage collapsed. Ingji personally controlled the lock, and the data was 200% anti-theft. The sponsorship manager got up, and his legs were soft and he knelt down to worship and tremble. The AI legacy god is reversed. Queen Liyin is immortal. The empire spends tens of billions to renew the contract. The avalanche in the fan live broadcast room was reversed, and the barrage exploded. Rabbit ears resurrected the god of killing. The hacker crisis cleared up. The emotional queen is invincible to the top 8. The climax of the counterattack is the climax. Liyin's point tornado dance and the sound blade of the galaxy sweep away the remaining viruses. Rabbit Ears swings live broadcast of the limited time Ember Resurgence contract. Chu Tian's strategy has been warmed up. The climax is, the Alliance's black tide eats itself. AI's light wings are immortal. The synchronization rate is 200% locked, and the light vortex crushes the red alert. Liyin Crisis Reversal MV Nuclear Explosion dominates the global hot search list. Fans swarm in phantoms and scream. Welfare Rabbit Ears plus Revival Magic Skill. Shen Mo kneels down. School Xiaowei faints from crying. The introverted queen awakens with passion. Yuyan controls the cabin with blood and tears, and her inner monologue is released like a volcano. It's so cool. Desperation overwhelms the black market and sneaks into it. The recovery core AI is secretly opened, easily paralyzing Shen Mo, and the MV washes away the negative billions of love. Chu Tian's family is iron-blooded. Liyin relies on sweetness. Zhang Chen's welding god brother's suspicions are all over. Introvert turns passionate, heading towards the top 4. His legs are weak. The door to the finals, Music Box Pulse invitation. Everyday life is getting warmer and sweeter, the palace dome is repaired and the blue light is pouring out, and the team is taking a nap on the sofa. Liyin shrinks and rubs her cheeks proudly. The owner is a sailor suit, hot-blooded and cute. The recovery MV signature is soar. Fans are hugging to warm up the top 4. Chu Tian doubled the resources in inventory and raised a toast with enthusiasm. Go! The top 4 are flying, the counter-propaganda ROI is overwhelming. The Empire Plus black market sponsorship is fully open. Zhang Chen wiped his sunglasses and returned to his position with a sinister smile. The third piece of the blueprint has been discovered. The resonance is 100%. Shen Mo's backstage is paralyzed. He showed up in person to book. Yuyan rubbed the star core in her hand to warm her pulse. Her heart was filled with enthusiasm. My family is invincible. Rabbit Ear is full of joy every day. Xiaowei's group of hot searches are the ultimate slap in the face, and there is no end to the counterattack. The top 4 are brisk and lively every day. The S-level simulator upgrades the AI network. Liyin Rabbit Ear's Cos practiced the new song AI Lightwings, warms up the Point Galactic dance steps. Yuyan changes from a sailor suit to hot-blooded shorts. Awkward complaints turn to confident waving. Introverted legs are weak? Hot-blooded I will do it. Liyin MV replay. Fan interaction is in full swing. Passers-by and fans applaud avalanche. Black the passers-by turned into fans and stared in admiration. The god of crisis is reversed, the dark horse of AI legacy, the queen of the Liyin universe. Suddenly, the black mist of the palace holographic screen seeped in, and Shen Mo's personal projection appeared. The cold face was twisted with anger, and on the back of the Shadow Queen, the voice was like a viper whispering. In the semifinals, I will make you completely collapse. The secrets of the Music Box AI are all mine. Shen Mo's projection twisted and expanded like a ghost. His cold face elongated into a ghostly smile. Yingji's afterimage revealed her teeth on her back. Black mist seeped out from the holographic screen like ink soaked in the dome of the Crystal Palace. Neon pulses, sizzling, burned the air into a smell of scorched earth, and the global live broadcast barrage instantly exploded and collapsed. Shen Mo is here in person. The top 4 are massacred. Rabbit Ears. AI's secret ambition devours the dark horse. The Queen of Resurrection overturned the plan. Yingji's beast form overwhelmed her. Liyin's data was stolen 200% for nothing. Chu Tian smashed the arm of the sofa with a passionate fist. His veins burst like volcanic lava. His voice trembled and turned into a low roar. Madman! The backstage is paralyzed and you dare to project it in person? The top 4 the countdown to the game is 3 hours. And his alliance's elite is all in. Yingji merges multiple idols. Our S-class simulator AI network can't hold on. Zhang Chen's sunglasses reflected the black fog and squinted his eyes. The sleeves of his white robe trembled slightly as he pushed the frame, and his dark tone cracked. The third warning of the blueprint. He penetrated the source of the ruins, and the Music Box AI brain was blocked. Stared to death. Yuyan, the emotional fuel is suppressed. Don't waste time in the pre-match warm-up. The sponsorship manager's legs were weak and he climbed up the wall. His corpse-white face shook, and the gold coin projection shattered into powder. He screamed and knocked over the energy supply machine. Red mist sprayed. The dream of 10 billion contract renewal is shattered. The Shen Mo Empire Alliance, a dark horse with a ROI of 10,000 times, has begun to divest from the 3 major companies. Yuyan's legs felt weak under her hot-blooded shorts. Her sailor suit was wrinkled and clinging to her sweat-drenched skin. The sound core of her palms was pulsing like a beating heart, and her inner monologue was a whirlpool of storm and despair. It's over, it's over. The black market Shen welding of the resurrection core is so cool that it beats the top 8. The Rabbit Ears MV's billion love nuclear explosion hits Xiaowei in the face and makes her cry. The suspicion of Chu Tian's iron-blooded family brother Zhang Chen is cleared. It's all ruined when Shen Mo comes and smiles in person. The fusion of the Shadow Queen and the monster, the ambition of the Music Box AI legacy, And the global network connection counter control in vain? Introverted passionate awakening. Legs weak and embarrassed. Cancer has recurred. Liyin's arrogant cheek rubs her daily sweetness. Invitation to the finals blueprint laughs at me? Tolerate. The crisis is overwhelming and then reversed, and the emotions are fully activated. She gritted her teeth and gripped the AR bracelet tightly, projecting the sound of rabbit ears drooping in grievance, and the edge of the gothic streamer skirt trembled slightly. Master. Shen Mo bad guy projected likes and dislikes. Rabbit ears cos warm up AI lightwings, has not finished dancing yet. The top 4 are flying spider webs of cracks spread in the crystal wall of the palace. Red alarm pulses swept through the floating tables and screamed warnings of collapse, and passers-by fans screamed and retreated from the avalanche. The dark horse crisis escalates. Shen Mo declares that the top 4 collapse, and the immortal Queen Liyin falls to the altar. The projection black mist suddenly exploded, and Shen Mo's sneer echoed like a viper's message. The secrets of the music box AI are all mine. See you in the top 4. The holographic screen shattered into black rain. The bell of the competition tower roared for a countdown, and the top 4 stadium passage automatically opened. The competition palace on the top of the neon monster competition tower. The global tens of billions of live broadcasts were locked. The floating audience seats were surrounded by stars. The crystal stage was pulsating with blue flames hanging high, and the quantum sound waves were preheating and shaking the atmosphere. Chu Tian pulled up the sleeves of Yuyan's shorts and roared with passion to hide his despair. Go! The S-Class simulator is remotely locked. I will direct the tactics. Jiang Chen's black market reverse frequency welding is in reserve, and Liyin's rabbit ears are fully open to suppress it. Jiang Chen's white robe fluttered and he flew towards the toolbox, and the robotic arm clanged to weld the remains. The trace enhancement film, the black belly roared. The resonance is 100%. The star core is suppressed to the limit. Yuyan's intuition fuel is on. Yuyan's legs went weak and she followed into the aerospace boat, and her heart was full of doubts and blood. Shen Mo laughed fiercely and hated his bones. The Shadow Princess monster was scheduled to be overwhelming. The family was invincible and fought hard. The introvert counterattacks the finals, starting from the semifinals. The boat Shadow Silver Arc sprinted onto the field and swooped down to the entrance of the Crystal Palace. The audience was packed with people like a tsunami, and the red eyes of the AR scanner scanned wildly. Fans screamed and taunted. Rabbit-eared welfare dark horse? The recovery MV is outdated. Shen Mo alliance slays the gods. Introverted cute girl in shorts, can you hold on for 3 minutes with gold seals on your palms? The semifinals break out. The crystal stage boomed, with beams of light soaring into the sky. Lean gothic streamer skirt appeared with rabbit ears akimbo. Point tornado dance. Galaxy light vortex warmed up AI light wings. The high range broke the boundary light wings eternal life. Counterattack black tide synchronization rate was 200% locked, and the barrage avalanche. The rabbit ears queen is flying into the sky. Danger, the magical skill of the machine reappears. But Shen Mo's projection monster arrives. Ji combines the power of multiple idols in the alliance. The black mist swallows the sky and transforms into a giant form of 100 meters. The thousands of virus sound waves in its tentacles crush like a tsunami. The gothic dress turns into a steel spine armor. The red eyes lock on Liyin's small body and boom, the sound blade to split the light wings. Half of Liyin's rabbit ears were broken. Broken glass rained down from the edge of the projection, and the arrogant cry echoed throughout the audience. The giant beast is suppressed. Master, the sound core is painful and bites the heart. The virus's tentacles twisted the toe tornado. The sound of the stars broke the blue heart with a pop. The barrier heart was overloaded with the sea of red mist and blood, and the recovery core pulsated and backfired with weakness. The veins burst out on the Chu Tian podium, and the roar of passion turned to despair and trembling. Tactical change. The simulator AI network is fully activated and delayed. Jiang Chen is in a hurry to upgrade. Jiang Chen's remote robotic arm was flash welded, and the red light reflected in his sunglasses panicked. The ruins are disconnected in reverse frequency. The giant beast merges with 99% of the alliance. The music box brain is suppressed. Hold on for 20 seconds. Audience seat the avalanche screamed, and the sponsorship manager knelt down and howled, his legs weak. ROA is shattered. The Ingji monster is invincible. The data of dark horse rabbit ears evaporates. and the tens of billions of divestments are waived. The barrage collapsed. Liyin has fallen. Shen Mo's final showdown with the god of slaughter. The Resurrection Queen has a black screen reservation. Introverted hot-blooded shorts, emotional fuel for nothing? The dream of the finals is shattered. Yuyan smashed the keyboard with tears in the control cabin, her hot-blooded shorts stuck to her legs with sweat. The sound core of her right hand burst with lava and the pulse went straight to her forehead. Every ounce of pain was like a virus, thousands of hands gnawing at her heart, her inner monologue wringing blood and tears. Despair is overwhelming. Shadow Princess's giant beast's tentacles are tsunami. Rabbit's ears are broken and she cries. Chu Tian's iron-blooded trembles. Zhang Chen's welding god is panicked. The top 8 are all destroyed. Xiaowei's hot search slap in the face was reversed. The music box AI legacy was devoured by ambitions. And the global network connection was paralyzed by anti-control measures in vain? The third film of the blueprint was ridiculed in the finals. The passion awakened. The legs were weak and embarrassing. And the sweetness of the family was completely wiped out. Tolerate. The crisis is at its limit. The contract ultimate move is fully activated. She closed her eyes and gritted her teeth. The golden seal was fully opened. The emotional fuel volcano erupted like the blood and tears of a phoenix. The sound core intuition merged with the resuscitation core, plus the voice of the stars plus the blue heart of the barrier. The warm lava flow rushed into the core of Lin Yuyan's hot-blooded command locked the tactical network, and the AR bracelet quantum wall ejected and delayed the touch. Hand, Zhang Chen remotely upgraded the Clang relic enhancement piece embedded, and the black belly roared. The reverse frequency brain awakens. Music box symphony turn on. Liyin's small body curled up and exploded. The rabbit ears were reborn and the golden arc flashed. The gothic skirt transformed into a giant galaxy light wing, and the toe tornado violently swept through the sea of viruses. The climax reverses and explodes. Liyin's arrogant pose on her hips unleashes her contracted ultimate move, Music Box Symphony. The whole crystal palace trembles, the sound core brain pulses and connects to the global network like a galaxy blast. Ancient ruins rotate and project the sky. The high range of stars plus resurrected emotions plus the light-winged galaxy vortex merge into a symphonic sound blade tsunami, and the backlash of the Ingji behemoth tentacles boom. A thousand-fold self-destruction of black blood rain. Shadow Girl's red eyes shattered and her steel-spiked armor disintegrated, and the combined power of multiple idols collapsed in reverse. Shen Mo's projection distorted and turned into a pale scream. Impossible. The AI brain countercontrols. My alliance. Liyin's rabbit ears swayed and flew, and the climax was, the contract is eternal. The giant beast eats its own light wings to win, the synchronization rate is infinitely locked. The light vortex crushes the red alarm pulse, and the blue flames of the crystal stage rise into the sky to reflect the pale faces of the audience. Chu Tian's eyes widened as he drank energy. His blood turned to ecstasy and he roared. Ultimate move to kill. The tactics are perfect. Zhang Chen's upgrade destroys the sky. Zhang Chen's sunglasses fell to the ground. His legs weakened and trembled in admiration. His white robe flew up and pushed the frame and he laughed blackly. The music box is completely revealed. The AI legacy of the lost civilization can create an eternal virtual legend. Liyin is immortal, and the door to awakening in the finals is wide open. The phantom fans in the audience burst into tears and screamed like a tsunami. Rabbit Ear's symphony kills the gods. Emotional climax reverses tears. The eternal queen of Liyin. Dark Horse eliminates Shen Mo. Introverted shorts god fuels. ROI explodes 10,000 times. The sponsorship manager got up and knelt down and shook his sieve. The eternal legend smashed his feet with tens of billions. The three empires renewed their contracts indefinitely, and the hot search music box symphony exploded. The barrage of tears exploded. The crisis pressure ultimate move is awesome. Shen Mo's giant beast eats itself to pieces, and the rabbit ears fly into the sky in the finals. The countdown to Shen Mo's elimination was locked, and the black mist of Ingji's afterimage evaporated. Liyin stood on tiptoe and hummed proudly against Yuyan's cheek. Humph, the master's hot-blooded shorts are cute. The symphonic big move rabbit ears benefits are doubled, and the top 4 will win the finals. Yuyan's blood and tears were released in the cabin, and her inner monologue was filled with volcanoes. Burn. The behemoth of despair overwhelmed the whole team. The music box symphony opened up the eternal legend, and Shen Mo was eliminated and slapped in the face to the extreme. Chu Tian commands the iron blood. Zhang Chen reveals his elder brother. Liyin sweetly relies on. Introverted and passionate. Invincible. Pulsating invitation to the finals blueprint. Xiaowei's school group cried and went on the hot search, and the counterattack was so exciting. The golden light projection of the tickets for the finals fell on the Crystal Palace, and Chu Tian raised his glass in ecstasy. Fuck! Eternal Queen, unlimited resources. But the afterimage of Shen Mo flickered and escaped from the black mist abyss, and the cold whisper echoed throughout the audience like a poisonous needle piercing the heart. Shen Mo's afterimage twisted and flashed on the dome of the Crystal Palace like a ghost of black fog, and the cold whisper pierced every inch of the air like a quantum needle, drilling directly into Yuyan's eardrums. Final, your eternal legend will be wiped out in my system. The reverberation of the neon pulse sizzling reverberated, and the galaxy of people in the audience were still immersed in the afterglow of the rabbit ear symphony, but suddenly whispers spread like a frying pan. Is Shen Mo dead? The afterimage threatens the finals, and Queen Liyin has a shady reservation. So what if the top four kill the gods, the Alliance Empire counterattacks, and the music box AI brain is controlled to run? The sponsorship manager's knee that had just climbed up hit the ground again. His corpse-white face twitched and shook the gold coin projection, and he screamed and burst into tears. 10 billions waking up from the dream of renewing the contract. Shen Mo's black mist penetrates the system. The ROI collapses 10,000 times, and the three empires count down to divestment. Chu Tian's passionate fist smashed into the floating command platform, and his veins burst like lava. His voice turned from ecstasy to trembling despair. Damn it! Is there any backup left after the Yingji beast is destroyed? He controls the mastermind of the competition. Zhang Chen's white robe sleeves were unusually stiff and he pushed up his sunglasses. His belly was cracked and his smile turned into ice, and his mechanical arm smashed into the toolbox and sparks burst out. The fourth piece of the blueprint warns, the relic god brain's counter-control is unstable. Shen Mo's abyssal hacker has sneaked into the root of the global network. Yuyan, the emotional fuel is at the bottom. Sprint before the finals. The blood and tears in Yuyan's cabin are still wet. Her sailor suit shorts are wet with sweat and stick to her legs like a second layer of ice shell. The pulse of the lava in the palm of her hand is as slow as a heart twitch, and her inner monologue is swallowed up by a black hole of despair. It's great to beat the symphony of the top four. The whole team is eliminated by Shen Mo with a cruel smile. They are all destroyed. The afterimage poisonous needle threatens the abyss. The media shady plan is wiped out. The eternal queen of Liyin rabbit ears has weak legs and is embarrassed by the recurrence of cancer. Chu Tian's iron blood trembled. Zhang Chen's welding god panicked. Xiaowei's hot search at school collapsed, and the invitation to the blueprint finals made fun of the introverted otaku. Tolerate. After the crisis we fight again. The ultimate part of the shining crown awakens, and the family sprints invincibly. She gritted her teeth and tugged at the AR bracelet, projecting glass sound and rabbit ears drooping with grievance, and the edge of the gothic streamer skirt trembled and rubbed her cheeks. Master. The bad guy Shen Mo Heiwu likes and dislikes. The rabbit ear's ultimate move is still hot. The flying welfare of the finals Crystal Palace red alert pulse sweep. The aerospace boat made an emergency dive into the underground training floor of the competition tower. And the neon monster. Channel boom was automatically blocked. Passers-by and fans retreated in an avalanche of phantoms and screamed. The Dark Horse crisis spreads. Controlled by Shen Mo's system, Liyin Immortal Queen fell to the altar in the finals. The training layer is like the abyss of the lost ruins. The pulsating blue flame crystal wall reflects the billowing red mist of the energy supply machine. The S-Class holographic simulator's AI network buzzes and restarts to scan the global hacker wave. Chu Tian passionately pulls the sleeves of Yuyan's shorts and rushes into the core cabin. He roars to hide his despair. Crazy sprint! The countdown to the finals is 72 hours, and the fourth piece of the Shining Crown blueprint is soldered together. Queen Liyin's form is fully activated to suppress Shen Mo abyss. Zhang Chen fluttered his white robe and flew towards the ruins toolbox, and the mechanical arm lightning welded the enhanced piece clang clang clang, and the black-bellied tone cracked and roared. Godbrain resonance. 150%. The ultimate component integrates the resuscitation core, plus the sound of the stars plus the symphony of the music box, which is emotionally intuitive. Yuyan sat on the floating chair with her legs weak. The golden seal of the sound core in her hand exploded like volcanic lava, and the storm in her inner monologue ignited. The black mist of despair is overwhelming, and the iron-blooded family welds the gods, fight. The introverted hot-blooded shorts awaken, and the rabbit-eared welfare queen flies into the sky. She intuitively injected emotional fuel, and the warm lava flow of the sound core gathered the blueprint fragments with a pop. The shining crown parts appeared in the palm, and the crystal gems pulsed with the brilliance of the galaxy, and projected directly into the core of glass sound. Liyin's little body curled up and transformed, her rabbit ears were reborn and she wore a golden arc crown, her gothic streamer skirt exploded into the queen's form. The galaxy's light wings spread out to cover the sky, the toe tornado exploded into a sea of quantum sound blades, the light vortex circled the crown and buzzed, to connect to the global network, and the ancient ruins and rune sky rotated. The holographic simulator AI trembles and restarts. Liyin proudly tries to sing Shining Eternity, with her arms akimbo, breaking the boundaries of the high-pitched range, the queen of the crown, counterattacking the shady curtain of the abyss. The synchronization rate is infinitely locked, and the boom cracks in the crystal wall of the training layer self-heal and blue flames soar into the sky. Chu Tian's eyes widened as he drank energy and sprayed the ceiling. His blood turned to ecstasy and his legs weakened and he knelt down. The queen's form is a divine killer. The tactical simulation is completely victorious, and Shen Mo's system control is scheduled to destroy it. Jiang Chen's sunglasses reflected the crown's golden light and slid down his skull. His belly cracked with laughter and he worshipped and trembled. Control the global mastermind and be invincible in the finals. The avalanche of passerby engineers poured into the training floor, screaming and worshipping like a tsunami. The rabbit-eared crown queen awakens. The top 4 symphony is upgraded again. The dark horse Liyin's immortal altar. The barrage burst into tears. Crisis sprint is awesome. Shen Mo's threat in the abyss is in vain, and the crown welfare is warmed up to the sky. Service benefits are booming. The live broadcast of the cross-dimensional concert preheating is started. Chu Tian passionately commanded the S-level simulator to project the virtual palace on the top of the competition tower. Tens of billions of fans around the world locked in the floating auditorium. Queen Liyin's bunny ears were swaying in the cosplay sailor suit shorts version of Yuyan. The golden light of the crown sprinkled the vortex of the galaxy's lights. The tornado on point AI Light Wings plus Shining for Eternity mashup climax, rabbit ear welfare, cross-dimensional sweetness and eternity. The quantum sound blade sweeps the preheating special effects, and the fans' phantoms burst into tears and screamed. The queen Cos is so cute. The hot-blooded introverted queen in shorts. Double the welfare and nuclear explosion. Yuyan's control in the cabin was synchronized, and her shorts were wet with sweat. The embarrassing internal monologue of leg complaints. My legs are so soft after 72 hours of crazy training, and my heart is biting under the heavy pressure of the crown. Why are rabbit ears cosplaying with my shorts? Charming fans are crying and trending. It's so cool to be an introvert counterattack in the finals. I'm complaining about hard work to the max. The shadowy face hummed arrogantly. Hump the master's shorts are cute and bites her lip. The welfare live broadcast is worth $1 billion. Shen Mo is a bad guy. The sponsorship manager in the audience knelt down and shook his head to renew Jin Yu's contract. His pale face turned red and worshipped. Arwa is billions of times. The queen of the crown crosses the dimension, and the 3 empires smash her feet for tens of billions. Easy crisis comeback media scandal raid. At the end of the live broadcast, the global hot search barrage exploded. The shady story of Queen Rabbit Ears. Shen Mo broke the news. Lin Yuyan's introverted shorts had an affair with Jiang Chan, the black market, and the music box AI brain stole the mole. The top 4 faked the gods. The evidence of system manipulation in the finals was exposed. Queen Liyin fell. Chu Tian's hot-blooded fist smashed at the public relations terminal. Veins exploded as he laughed wildly at the strategy. Little trick. S-class AI reverses the origin. Shen Mo's abyss hacker forged it, and turned the tables. The quantum wall ejected the chain of evidence at his fingertips. Jiang Chen's black market welding god video pure technology. Yuyan's emotional intuition creation log is fully disclosed, and the live broadcast record of the runes of the Crown Awakening ruins. The public relations MV for Crown of Truth is released for a limited time. Queen Liyin takes the form of rabbit ears akimbo and raps back, black mist of scandal. Autophagy shatters the truth forever. Hot search reverses the avalanche. Scandal overturn. Chu Tian's iron-blooded public relations god. Rabbit ears truth MV nuclear explosion. Shen Mo is in vain. The introverted queen is innocent and charming. The media anchor apologized with weak legs, and the sponsorship manager got up and threw gold coins in ecstasy. The ROI doubled when the crisis turned. The scandal benefits are hotly discussed, and the eternal legend has unlimited endorsements. Jiang Chan strengthened the defense network, flipped his black and white robes and welded the relics of the anti-frequency wall, and his sunglasses reflected the pulse of the global network. He roared and worshipped Yuyan. The crown of the divine brain connects to the main brain. Shen Mo hackers cut off 99% of the connections, and the safety net of the finals is fully open. A new daily routine emerges steadily. Yuyan returns to school to share. Under the shade of neon trees in the virtual campus of the high school, surrounded by AR projections of classmates, squad leader Xiaowei's face turned from pale as a local girl to tears of admiration. She knelt on her knees and screamed, "Yuyan, the rabbit-eared queen! The top 4 Symphony Plus Crown preheat search made me cry." The truth about the scandal was the ultimate slap in the face. I used to laugh at all the local girls to be wiped out. Support the queen to fly in the finals. An avalanche of classmates came to worship, and gold coins around rabbit ears rained down on the campus. The introvert shorts are cute and cute. The music box contract shines, and Liyin's eternal benefits are doubled. Yuyan blushed in shorts and bit her lip, and her inner monologue was sweet and embarrassing. The school crowd was reduced to ashes and worshipped. The family and fans are invincible. The passionate awakening is full of charm. Let's fight for the finals. After the carnival, Yuyan's phone vibrated and a new email popped up. The second fragment of the ancient drawing, the text was dim. The awakening door to the finals is open. Shen Mo's pursuit intensifies. Ally Jiang Chan? Her heart sank, and she looked at Jiang Chen's cynical smiling face. The crisis suddenly rose. Chu Tian roared. Suppress the limit. Jiang Chen, you can weld anything. Jiang Chen's voice trembled. The star core is overloaded. Yuyan burst into tears, closed her eyes and fully opened the golden seal. The blue flame crystal wall on the training floor convulsed violently like a dying beast. The cracks spread like spider webs. The S-Class holographic simulator's AI core, DDDD. Red alarm shrieked piercingly into the brain. The black mist at the root of the global network surged out like thousands of poisonous pythons, twisting into the afterimage of Shen Mo. The outline of a sinister smile pierced every inch of the air with a cold whisper like a quantum needle. Erase? The eternal queen of Liyin? The black mist of the abyss swallows the music box brain, and the main system of the finals is already a plaything in the palm of my hand. The neon pulse ZZ collapsed and burst out, and the red mist of the floating energy supply machine rolled into a sea of blood. The passerby engineer retreated like an avalanche, screamed and knelt on his knees. It's over. Shen Mo's final attack. The source of the divine brain invaded 99.9%. The Liyin crown data was completely evaporated, and the rabbit ear queen finals was wiped out. The dark horsesmith is decapitated, and the black market welding god can't save it. The three empires withdrawal avalanche ROI returns to zero. The sponsorship manager's pale face hit the ground again and twitched. The rain of gold coins turned into a black mist, and he burst into tears. The dream of an eternal legend worth tens of billions is shattered. The scandalous benefits are in vain, controlled by the mastermind of the abyssal hacker, and the immortal Queen Liyin has become a data corpse. Chu Tian's hot-blooded body turned stiffly as if struck by thunder, and his fist with burst veins hit the quantum wall, sparks bursting out. His voice turned from ecstasy to despair and roared and trembled. Impossible! 99% of the defense network is disconnected and there is still a backdoor? Fans' tens of billions of hot search rankings have all collapsed, and the finals channel is blocked. Glass the screen was black during the warm-up live broadcast of the Queen of Music form. He picked up the AR bracelet command terminal and clicked his fingertips wildly. but the black mist swallowed the quantum wall. His passionate eyes were filled with red tears, his legs were weak and he knelt down and shouted, Yuyan! The night before the crisis, our sprint was completely destroyed. The sleeves of Jiang Chen's white robe were rarely stiff, pushing the sunglasses straight down his skull. His black belly smile froze and shattered into ice. The mechanical arm smashed the ruins toolbox with a clang, and sparks of blue flame burst out. His voice was as low as the bells of hell. Unlocking the fourth layer of the ancient code failed. The resonance of the divine brain dropped to 50%. The hacker of Shen Mo abyss merged with the remaining core of Shadow Princess. And the global root, the source pulse is reversed, and the crown connection is 99% broken. The virtual projections of passers-by and fans poured in from outside the training floor and screamed away, and the barrage nuclear explosion collapsed. The Queen of the Rabbit Ears crown has fallen. The top 4 slayers plus preheating benefits are in vain, the introverted Queen's shorts are in vain, and the Shen Mo Empire counterattacks. In Yuyan's cabin, her sailor suit shorts are soaked with sweat, and her legs are like ice shackles. The gold seal of the crown shines on her palms. Suddenly lava explodes and heats up her brain. Her inner monologue is swallowed up by a black hole of despair and turned into a volcanic storm. Total destruction. The night before Shen Mo's abyss attack, the black mist poisonous python wipes out Liyin's eternity. Chu Tian's iron-blooded legs are soft and Jiang Chen's welding god's sunglasses are broken. The school's Xiaowei worships the avalanche media hot search and falls. Family and fans cry and faint ROI returns. Here, the introverted otaku's shorts exploded with embarrassment, and the ticket to the finals was laughed at? Endure it. The crisis is at its lowest point, the music box contract is fully activated, and the emotional fuel volcano erupts to fight. She gritted her teeth and intuitively tugged on the sound core mark, and the crystal gem in her palm buzzed and exploded into the ancient ruins. Liyin's rabbit-eared crown queen's form curled up and suddenly spread out in the cabin. The galaxy's light wings covered the sky and the sun. The point tornado, the quantum sound blade sea swept wildly. The light vortex surrounded the shining eternity high register pre-sound. Abyss black mist. Autophagy shatters the crown eternity. The synchronization rate is infinitely locked in counterattack. Jiang Chen's sunglasses reflected the crown's golden light. His eyes widened and his white robe fluttered forward. The mechanical arm lightning welded into the reverse frequency wall of the ruins to crack the ancient code. His sinister tone changed from freezing to worshipping, trembling and laughing. Oh my God! Yuyan's emotional intuition fueled the first hit. For layers of passwords, the resonance of the divine brain increased by 200%, and the hacker abyss was completely disconnected. The quantum needle at his fingertips pierced the core of the main system. The blueprint fragments rotated the sky. The ancient runes were like a galaxy vortex, and they controlled the global source, and the black mist's afterimage twisted and screamed. Chu Tian enthusiastically stood up and punched the public relations terminal. His veins turned and he shouted ecstatically, "Mobilize the fans!" S-Class AI pushes an emergency call, and the network protection of the tens of billions of rabbit ears army is fully activated. The AR bracelet ejected the global trending barrage, and the avalanche of fans' shadows poured into the training floor like a tsunami to worship. Queen's Crisis Declaration. Chu Tian Iron Blood Call. Our crown queen is not dead. The network firewall has billions of layers to suppress Shen Mo Heiwu. The sponsorship manager climbed up and knelt down, shook his sieve, rained gold coins and screamed with tears in his eyes. ROI God has reversed. The fan protection network has spent tens of billions of money. The three empires have renewed their contracts with hundreds of billions for eternity, and the crisis welfare is hotly discussed. The team joins forces to paralyze the conspiracy like a lightning symphony. Yuyan's hand marks are fully open to inject an emotional volcano. Liyin Queen's rabbit ears are akimbo and she proudly hums the mashup, Music Box Symphony plus AI Light Wings. The quantum sound blade sweeps away the black mist of the main system and destroys it with boom. Jiang Chen's black welding god strengthens the anti-frequency wall pulsation to block 99.99%, and Chu Tian's passionate command of fans phantom. Army ejects the quantum wall evidence chain to trace the source. The blue flame crystal wall on the training layer self-healed and soared into the sky. The S-Class simulator AI buzzed green light restarted. The The black fog at the root of the global network was like 1,000 pythons eating themselves into dust. Shen Mo's residual image twisted into data fragments and wailed, "Impossible." The music box god brain counter control. The passerby engineer phantom worshipped Shuebeng and knelt down, screamed with adoration and trembling legs. The dark horse team is a killer. The night attack before the crisis was in vain. The rabbit-eared crown queen is not dead. The fan tsunami paralyzed the abyss. The barrage burst into tears and carnival. Yuyan's hot-blooded declaration in shorts is so exciting. Zhang Chen, the welding god Chu Tian, is iron-blooded. And Shen Mo finally conspired to destroy the invincible in the finals. Liyin's warm-up performance shocked the audience. At the moment when the crisis was resolved, Chu Tian jumped with passion to command the S-Class simulator to project the virtual palace on the top of the competition tower. 20 billion fans around the world locked in the floating auditorium. Queen Liyin took the form of bunny ears and rocked the Ka sailor suit shorts version of Yuyan, and the golden light of the crown sprinkled the Milky Way. The light vortex unfolded hugely, and the climax of the point tornado shining eternity plus rabbit ears welfare was mixed with the black mist of crisis flies away. The eternal queen flies across the dimension of sweetness. The quantum sound blade sea swept the preheating special effects like a starburst, and the virtual fans in the audience screamed and released a tsunami. The queen warms up her magical skills. The shorts cosplay is a direct hit. The crisis is reversed and the welfare nuclear bomb explodes with 20 billion love. Yuyan is controlled simultaneously in the cabin. The sweat in the shorts turns sweet and blushes, biting her lip. The inner monologue is awkward and the cancer bursts, and the confidence burns. The total attack bottom bounces up. Liyin's rabbit ear welfare touches the cheeks and is arrogant. Fans worship Chu Tian. Zhang Chen's family is invincible. The introverted hot-blooded shorts awaken, and the finals declaration is ready. She yanked the microphone and projected a confident declaration, and the audience echoed. Shen Mo's abyss is shattered. The music box contract shines our eternal legend. The final stage is revealed. The rabbit-eared crown, the immortal queen flies into the sky. The character's charm exploded, and the world changed forever due to the actions of the protagonist. Sponsorship resources came like an avalanche. The projection managers of the three empires knelt down and shook their heads. Hundreds of billions of gold coins rained down on the training floor. The corpse's white face turned into ecstasy and worshipped with tears. The crisis ROI is 10,000 times the divine reversal. The Eternal Emperor's endorsement is unlimited, and the black market gold coin rain is doubled. Rabbit ear peripherals are selling well all over the world. Chu Tian toasted to the energy drink with hot blood. His legs were weak and he was half kneeling to praise Yuyan. Create the Queen God Declaration. Contribute to the Fan Protection Network. The finals tickets are upgraded to VIP. And the hot-blooded family sprints invincibly. Zhang Chen's white robe flew up and he pushed his sunglasses and trembled in admiration, and his robotic arm caressed the lower part of the crown roar. Brother of emotional intuition recognizes the ultimate. The connection between the divine brain and the main brain is fully activated. The fifth piece of the blueprint of ancient ruins and treasures awakens. The virtual campus projection of Xiaowei's school broke in, and the girl's face was filled with tears. Her legs were weak and she knelt down and screamed. Queen Yuan's total attack is reversed. The hot search is crying max. The squad leader supports Fei Tian, who laughed at me before all the fans turned avalanche, and the shorts were full of charm and worshipped in the finals. The AR shadow of classmates surrounded the rabbit ears and hit the ground with gold rain, and they easily handled trivial matters. The public relations MV push of the aftermath of the media scandal was completely successful. The training layer's blue flames were fully supplied with stable energy, and Yuyan's daily sharing back to school received invincible support, and the new legend status was at its peak. A warm sense of accomplishment emerged from the calm aftershocks. The crystal wall on the training floor pulsed and turned soft blue flames swayed. Yuyan collapsed on the floating chair and sat down in shorts, blushing sweetly, and Liyin's projection curled up and rubbed her cheeks and hummed proudly. Master shorts declare the cuteness. Bad guy Shen Mo black mist eats himself. Rabbit ear's welfare is doubled in the finals. Chu Tian's hot-blooded shoulder-patting strategy whispered. All treasures of fame, status, and fans are collected. The legion of fans is eternal. Everything is done. Towards the top. Zhang Chen smiled and welded spare parts with a black belly. and his sunglasses reflected the radiance of the galaxy. Defense network 150%. Shen Mo's residual core scan. Wait, the last message bounces in. The quantum wall clicked, and Shen Mo's cold whisper echoed around the audience like a poisonous snake. On the stage, see the real thing. Liyin's rabbit ears were alert, and the golden seal on Yuyan's palm was slightly warm, and her inner monologue burned with confidence. Come on. The main stage of the finals of the competition tower is suspended above the sea of neon clouds in the future city. The kilometer-diameter holographic crystal dome pulsates like a broken galaxy. The AR phantoms of 2.5 billion global fans are densely packed in the floating auditorium. The quantum light sea buzzes wildly into a galactic vortex. The finals are about to begin. The Rabbit Ear Crown Queen vs the Top Alliance. Shen Mo's remnant core is lurking in the dark mist, and the 200% eternal legend of Music Box Godbrain is going to shatter the sky. The sponsor Empire manager's white face twitched again, and hundreds of billions of gold coins rained down on the VIP area. His voice trembled and despaired. The ROI is 10,000 times higher. Crisis warm-up benefits are in vain to dominate the hot search rankings. Ingji's final form is resurrected from the abyss, and Liyin's rabbit ear queen's data evaporates and disappears. Chu Tian's hot-blooded body froze in the command cabin. His veins burst and his fist hit the AR bracelet, causing sparks to burst out. His voice turned from ecstasy to low roar and his legs weakened. The 72-hour sprint was completely destroyed. The fan protection network is 150%, but it can't stop Shen Mo's last blow. The main system of the finals, the black mist pulses at 99%. Liyin the Ka shorts warm-up MV collapsed on the spot. The sleeves of Jiang Chen's white robe were unusually stiff, and his sunglasses fell off to reflect the afterimage of the black mist. The robotic arm smashed into the ruins toolbox, and his black belly smile turned into ice and shattered. It was as low as the bells of hell. The premonition of the fifth blueprint has failed. The gods and brains share it. The sound dropped to 30%. Ingji merged with the global roots. The crown connection was broken. Yuyan's emotional fuel volcano was swallowed by the black mist poisonous python. Xiaowei's school projection broke into the audience. The girl's face was full of tears, her legs were soft and she knelt down and screamed. Queen Yuyan's opening crisis in the finals. The squad leader supports the avalanche. All the ridicule turned to worship. The hot-blooded declaration of the shorts was in vain. The Shen Mo Empire counterattacked and the rabbit ears were decapitated. The barrage of nuclear explosions collapsed like a tsunami. The Queen of the Crown has fallen. The warm-up of the top four gods was in vain. The introverted Queen's shorts exploded with embarrassing cancer, and the Abyss hacker mastermind controlled the finals. The black mist surged like thousands of poisonous pythons in the center of the stage. The Shen Mo entity finally appeared. The cruel outline of the cruel careerist in black robe twisted into a quantum ghost. He held the residual core of the Shadow Princess ZZ and merged into the final form. The giant Shadow Princess exploded into a beast with a 1,000-meter wingspan. Air. Music box contract? Tonight the Abyss devours. Shadow Princess ultimate form. The root of the world, I dominate. Liyin Rabbit Ear's corpse is eternal. The top idol alliance's phantom avalanche appeared. The sea of laser sound blades swept through the preheating area. The Liyin Rabbit Ear's crown queen's cabin shrank. The synchronization rate dropped sharply. The galaxy light wings shrank into pieces and shattered, and the light vortex dimmed like a dying star. In Yuyan's cabin, her sailor suit shorts were soaked with sweat and her legs were as sticky as ice. The palms of her hands shone with a crown of gold, and the molten lava exploded and heated up her brain. Her inner monologue was swallowed by a black hole of despair and turned into a volcanic storm. The opening is overwhelming. Shen Mo made a desperate move and ended up in the form of a black mist poisonous python. Chu Tian's iron-blooded legs were soft and Jiang Chan welded the god's sunglasses are shattered. Xiaowei's eyes are avalanche in the school's worship. The fans are crying and the ROI is zero. The introverted nerd shorts explode with embarrassment. The finals champion is laughing at her? Shen Mo waved with a sinister smile, and the sound wave of the virus in Ingji's final form penetrated directly into the core of the glass sound. The DDDD red alarm screamed harshly. The cracks in the rabbit ear crown spread and the golden light dimmed. The point tornado quantum sound blade was swallowed by the black mist. Fans around the world shrieked phantomly and retreated with weak legs and knelt down. The queen collapsed. The rabbit-eared welfare cost shorts were given away for free. The Ingji behemoth was suppressed for 1,000 meters. The music box contract was shattered and the abyss was won. Chu Tian's passionate eyes were red and tears were looming. He pulled up the public relations terminal and clicked frantically to no avail, and half-kneeled with a low roar. Impossible! Warm up the magic skills. All lines were cut off. The fan army's hot search collapsed. Liyin, we lost. Jiang Chen's robotic arm trembled and welded into the backup reverse frequency wall. But the black mist backfired and the blue flame went out. Worship turned to despair and trembled. 150% of the defense network evaporated. The divine brain pulse reversed. The fifth piece, the blueprint, sleeps forever. At the bottom of the audience's despair, the neon pulse ZZ collapsed. The red mist of the energy supply machine rolled into a sea of blood, and the sponsorship manager hit the ground, twitching and sobbing. 100 billion dreams are shattered. The myth of the dark horse is decapitated, and the ROI of the data corpse of the rabbit ears queen is 0. Liyin gritted her teeth and intuitively tugged on the sound core mark. The crystal gem in her palm pulsed with the radiance of the Milky Way and buzzed, and exploded the ruined sky of the ancient ruins, drilling straight into the root of the global network. The black mist poisonous python ZZ twisted and howled and retreated. The contract mark is fully opened. The resonance of the divine brain increases by 500%. The fifth blueprint premonition awakens the rotating sky. The glass sound rabbit ear crown queen unfolds hugely. The galaxy light wings cover the sky. The toe tornado. The quantum sound blade sea sweeps and revives. The light vortex surrounds the ultimate song contract shine in the high range abyss black mist. Autophagy shatters. Music box contract, shining eternal symphony. The synchronization rate is infinitely locked in backlash. Jiang Chen's sunglasses reflected the golden light. His eyes widened. His white robe fluttered and he flew forward. The mechanical arm was lightning welded into the ruins and the ultimate reverse frequency wall was strengthened with clang, clang, clang. His sinister tone changed from freezing to worshipping, trembling and laughing. Oh my God! Yuyan's emotional intuition, the fuel directly hit the fifth level. The divine brain surged by 500%. And the final form of Shadow Princess was disconnected and fully activated. The quantum needle at his fingertips pierced the core of the main system, and the ancient rune galaxy vortex controlled the global source, and the afterimage of the black mist twisted and screamed. Chu Tian hotly stood up and punched the command cabin. His veins turned and he shouted ecstatically, "Mobilize the fans to the limit. S-Class AI pushes the ultimate call. And the 30 billion rabbit-eared army protects the internet from the tsunami." The AR bracelet ejected the global trending barrage, and the avalanche of fans poured into the stage like a starburst to worship. The Queen's contract ultimate move. Chu Tian's iron-blooded call. Our crown queen will not die. The firewall has hundreds of billions of layers to suppress Shen Mo abyss. Xiaowei's face was full of tears, her legs were weak and she knelt down and screamed. Yuyan turned around. The shorts flew into the air in the hot-blooded finals, and the class president and the whole school worshipped the avalanche rabbit ears. The gold rain showered down on the ground. The sponsorship manager got up and shook his head. Trillions of gold coins rained down, and his pale face turned red and burst into tears. ROI is amazing. The three empires have unlimited endorsements forever. The black market gold coins have increased tenfold, and the crisis welfare has exploded into a global hot sale. The team joins forces to create a symphonic climax. The imprint on Yuyan's palms injects an emotional volcano. Queen Liyin's bunny ears akimbo hums, contract shine plus shine eternity plus music box symphony. The quantum sound blade sea sweeps away Ng's final form boom, and destroys it. Jiang Chen's black belly welding god's pulse is 999% blocked. Chu Tian's passionate command of fans' phantom army. The evidence chain is reversed and traced back to the source. The crystal dome's self-healing. S-Class sound effect green light is restarted. Shen Mo's black-robed smile twisted into fragments of data and wailed and echoed. Impossible. The music box mind is counter-controlled. The contract shines. The Shadow Princess beast with 1,000-meter wingspan ate itself into ashes. The top alliance's phantom avalanche collapsed, and passers-by engineers knelt down in worship and trembled with their legs. Dark Horse, the team slays the gods. The bottom bounces at the opening of the finals, the rabbit-eared crown is the immortal queen, and the fan tsunami paralyzes the Abyss Empire. The barrage burst into tears and carnival like a galaxy. Yuyan's short's declaration is awesome. Jiang Chen, the welding god Chu Tian, is iron-blooded, and Shen Mo's final form destroys the champion invincible. Liyin's ultimate performance swept the audience, the golden light of the crown spread out, the vortex of the galaxy light spread out, the bunny ears swayed in the Ka sailor suit shorts version of Yuyan, the point tornado contract shine climax mashup, crisis, black fog flies away, the eternal queen crosses dimensions sweet flying, the music box contract shines in the starry sky. The quantum sound blade starburst sweeping special effects are like the collapse of the universe. The phantom fans in the audience burst into tears and screamed to release the tsunami. The Queen's magic nuclear explosion. The shorts Kas are cute and killing. 30 billion love is eternal. Yuyan controlled the cabin simultaneously. Sweating in her shorts turned sweet and flushed. Biting her lip and her inner monologue from embarrassing cancer explosion turned into a legend. The counterattack at the bottom of the finals is so exciting that the universe is turned upside down. Liyin's rabbit ear welfare rubs her cheeks and is arrogant. Fans worship Chu Tian, Jiang Chen and Xiaowei's family invincible. The introverted hot-blooded shorts transform. The virtual queen champion fights. She yanked the microphone and projected a confident declaration, and the audience echoed. Shen Mo's abyss will be destroyed forever. The music box contract shines our eternal legend. The rabbit-eared crown flies into the starry sky. At the moment of the championship, the crystal dome exploded with golden fireworks and soared into the sky. The virtual queen's crown was forever crowned with lean rabbit ears. Contract shining immortal queen. Topped the global hot search list, and 30 billion fans were phantoms in the tsunami of carnival tears. In the rain, passers-by screamed and worshipped, legs weak in avalanche. The legend is born. The introverted otaku counterattacks the queen. The music box brain shines brightly. Shen Mo's ambition is wiped out 10,000 times. Chu Tian hugged Yuyan with passion, and his legs were weak and he was half kneeling. Recommended. The creative queen has transformed. The passionate family is eternal. And a new legend of the tour begins. Jiang Chen fluttered his white robe and pushed up his sunglasses in admiration, trembling, and his robotic arm caressed the new blueprint and growled. Brother of emotional intuition recognizes the peak. The connection between the mind and the brain is infinite. The sixth piece of ruins pre-awakens the interstellar. Xiaowei's projection broke in and knelt down to worship Max in the school of Queen Yuyan. The whole class was surrounded by gold rain around rabbit ears, and the shorts were charming and legendary flying tour. Yuyan sat down on the floating chair, her shorts flushed and sweet, her palms contracted and the golden light pulsating forever. Liyin's projection curled up and rubbed her cheeks and hummed arrogantly. The master shorts champion is so cute. The bad guy Shen Mo eats himself. The rabbit ears welfare tour doubles the starry sky. The team celebrated with a toast to the energy drink. Sponsored gold coins rained all over the training floor. The media scandal was overwhelmingly pushed MV. The family's phantom worship avalanche. The new daily legend status is at its peak. The world is forever changing because of the protagonist. The city's neon pulse turns into a galactic symphony. The music box contract sparkles and opens a new chapter of the tour. Liyin's rabbit ears shine in the starry sky forever, and Yuyan's inner monologue is full of confidence. From an introverted girl who picked up a music box to a virtual queen. It's cool. But the sixth film of Interstellar Ruins blueprint is slightly popular. The next stop is the cosmic stage. Liyin's rabbit ears stood up alertly, humming softly. Come on, new adventure, infinite sparkle. During the countdown, the blue flame crystal wall on the training floor pulsated suddenly. The S-Class simulator AIDD flashed red alarm wildly. Jiang Chen's sunglasses squinted and his belly was black and frozen. The mechanical arm hit the terminal and sparks burst out. Detected. Shen Mo's final conspiracy. Final system core, the heart has been. Chu Tian's hot-blooded roar turned to despair. The gold seal of the crown in Yuyan's palm exploded with heat, and Liyin's rabbit ears stood up alertly. The abyss of bad guys, the shady plot is finally going to explode? The black mist from the root of the global network faintly seeped out. like a poisonous snake spitting a message, whispering and echoing.